Good evening, College Halo fans. Welcome back to College Halo in the spring semester of 2023. It's week 2, our first stream here with DePaul Blue and Penn State Halo. I'm V. Dalen here with that Woo Brandon. Brandon, how are you tonight?
I am doing great, and I am super excited to see this matchup for this week 2 against Penn State and DePaul. But this is also sponsored by NECC. Shout out to them for allowing this league to run. Now, a little bit of a normal start from both sides, but Penn State was already able to get rockets.
Yeah, I like that start though, and that drop shield down towards shotgun to get that shotgun for free and try to get some shots at some guys front C. It looks like we got Penn State Halo here able to pick up some kills and able to get some points on the board now, ticking 9 to 10. Big gunfight going here from Lido. Not able to pick one up, but he's going to get taken out by Cordy.
Ooh, just not some good columns there by the side of Penn State over on that B, but the ball is going to be able to take B now, and they have the AB set up with Skull Leader and Nipsey just sitting on top of C, waiting for their team to spawn up.
Yeah, Cordy here still around this B side, getting some shots from a player in PD. That player, Brex, is going to fall back towards PD. 2 down now for DePaul Blue, as looks like DePaul 3 dead, but they're taking C. Last guy's on C, but Penn State is able to get control of B to stop that trip cap, as a lot of the DePaul players are stuck in C, having to get out some big shots here from Lido, trying to get these DePaul players, and he's just playing his life right now. Huge kill for him onto BLB, trying to get to EC's 2. They're able to take him out.
Yeah, and that is the break that they needed to push onto this B side, and it's looking like we're going to be in for a little bit of a fiesta, just back and forth fighting over this B, as Stronghold usually kind of goes, but this one there, for sure, just looking around trying to get some of these kills. A little bit of comms are off on both sides, but, you know, it's the first couple weeks, everybody's still getting back into the groove of everything, playing, getting some scrims, so we got rockets up in a little bit. It's looking like they already have Shoddy for the side of Penn State.
Big win there from Lexing Bond, able to pick up Nippy there, throwing some spikes towards Cafe. And DePaul has a little bit of control here, 50 points now for them. But as I say that, Penn State's able to get a kill under Cordy with a shotgun and tires and get control of B, but I don't think they're taking it at the moment.
Oh, he switched out the rockets, or he switched out a Shoddy for rockets over here pushing B. One get to the other down, just looking around to see if he can clear corners, able to get B, and that is 2 down. Oh, good nade. He's on a killing spree right now, able to keep it going for his team right now. DePaul Blue.
Yeah, huge game right now from Lido, 10-2. I mean, just carrying his team with a rocket in his pocket right now. Love a little bit of a rhyme there. Sees Cordy, not able to really connect with the rocket. He's gonna, back down to try not to die here. But I mean, DePaul is just gonna collapse onto him. That's 3 dead for Penn State Halo, and they're gonna, secure this B side yet again. But BLB's getting some shots. He's getting into PD now, kind of for free, trying to get some pressure onto Penn State Halo.
I mean, over here at Penn State Halo, though, on Lido, sitting on a 10-3 right now, able to just get some shots out for his team. This other team, he's just got to pick it up a little bit and kind of play around him, since he's kind of just fighting off the team in a 1v3 over there on the backside. But it looks like Nipsey's going to challenge here on A.
Yeah, big win right there from BLB to secure this A side. And with the drop shield, able to not take any shots from the player in Cafe. That's 3 dead for Penn State Halo. And DePaul almost had a triple cap there. Penn State was able to capture that C side as they're going to be spawning up. That's 4 up for DePaul Blue as Penn State is spawning up in back C. It's going to be a pretty dangerous hold here, and Penn State is going to have to break it.
And with BLB winning that A side, he was able just to keep the spawns going his way from the side of DePaul right now. But Lexing Bond over here, pushing up on the left side. Lido just trying to find any kills that he can. He's the main slayer for his team right now. Just walking around, picking things up, getting some shots right here. Prospect doesn't see him, a little bit of assist, and he's just going and going and not stopping.
Yeah, 3 dead now for DePaul Blue. I mean, they're kind of going back and forth here, and it looks like we're about to have a trip cap for Penn State Halo if they're able to capture this A side, and there it is. That's a trip cap. Big deficit for them to come back right now. I mean, it's about 50 points, but they're getting points right now as DePaul Blue is on that B site, but Brex is here putting some pressure on these guys towards tires. Oh, huge flip. MK right there, but he's able to get taken out.
2 down for Penn State right now. They're pushing out of C, but they also still have a little CA hold, and they kind of push for that. It's a lot harder to get, but once you get it, I mean, the pawns are great on that to kind of hold these AC holds. It is a lot harder though.
Yeah, definitely it's more of a, transitional hold there, but they're not able to keep it too much as DePaul's able to hop back on the point, and Frostbite not able to pick up that kill right there. Rocket's coming in, B steps, looking for the double here. Is able to pick it up. Huge 3 kills, or 3 dead, excuse me, now for Penn State Halo, as DePaul Blue is just slowly ticking up more and more points. 121 now.
And BLB over here on the side of DePaul Blue, though, being the main Slayer, sitting at 11, just 2 under Lido and Penn State's side. So we're going to see kind of just go back and forth being the main Slayer. My goodness, he's not stopping, but he's all gas, no brakes right now for the side of Lido on Penn State. But they are 3 down, because as a team, you need all 4, not just one going crazy.
Wow, a couple of blank melees there. That's got to be frustrating. But we're here with Cordy now trying to kill this guy on B, and he gets it. And DePaul Blue is looking at a trip cap right now, ticking up 2 points at a time. But Penn State was able to hop on A, but they're taken out by the DePaul players. Oh my goodness. Breck's able to not get embarrassed there. Pretty big from him to stay alive.
And the side of Penn State, they really just, Lido's the only one connecting right now. We have a lot of help from them to down for them. They got to just play together and push out of this hold, get some shots out, maybe face for this power weapon for the shot. But, Bricks is just running out there for this side. They're just running and dying at this point. Not a lot of, cohesive plays going on from them, but a lot of, outplays from individuals.
Yeah, it seems like Penn State, they're doing pretty good right now. They have 2 down for DePaul Blue. They have to capitalize on this. That's 3 down now. Double kill for Lighty, looking for the 3rd, not able to pick it up. The second player bottom in is not going to do too much, as, their last player is in B just by himself. He's going to get collapsed on, but they do have to control these rockets. And as I say that, Lexing Bond comes up behind him and takes him out. Looking for the double, gets the double kill with the rocket. That's 3 dead now for Penn State Halo. And, they're 25 points away from winning this first match.
Oh man, Lexing Bond. I thought this guy was going to go for it. Just keep pushing to try and find the triple, but playing a little bit more conservative. He wants to win, wants to go with his team. 3 of his members on his side for DePaul Blue are actually in double digits right now. But on Penn State, there's only 1. A lot of team play coming out of DePaul, able to get these shots together. But it's a little bit harder for them to get these points. They kind of feel that it's over going 233 to 250. It is a big hill to climb, but not very cohesive stuff for Penn State. What would you say, Dylan, for them to kind of just move on forward from this?
Yeah, DePaul Blue is just outslaying them, as you said, and I think Penn State needs to, wait a little bit, get a coordinated push, and, get 4 players up, because it seems like right now that they're just pushing 1 player at a time. As I say that right there, there were 2 players in tires, and they both got taken out, and DePaul Blue able to just capitalize on all these mistakes that Penn State's making, and they're on C right now, but he's meeting a shotgun. He's going to get taken out now. 2 more points till they win this game, and as I say that, DePaul Blue takes this first map over Penn State Halo. Pretty big win from them.
Huge win to start off, able to start on a Fiesta style map, getting some kills, getting the controller underneath you if some people aren't a little bit warm in this series. But that also does show a lot from the side of DePaul Blue with how they were able to work together, because at first it really looked like I believe that Penn State was kind of in the lead at the beginning half, and then it just flipped at one point when DePaul started pushing with 2 working together out, because it was just Lido just pretty much fighting 1v3s every time they were spawning up, not having his team rotate that way towards them.
Yeah, we're going to look at some of the stats here. Big damage coming out. Look at Lido down there for Penn State with 5,300 damage. He's doing a lot of damage for his team, and it just, wasn't able to do that much. There's 2 players on the other team in 4K damage, and they're just putting out damage on the map, just getting, free kills for their teammates. And that's what you kind of have to see in Halo, and especially this Halo. It's much of a team game. You just, putting out damage is a lot of the times better than just getting a straight kill, because, you're getting players one shot for your teammates, and it's just a free kill for them when they see them. So, that's huge, huge damage coming out from DePaul Blue, and we saw it in the scoreline.
Yes, and on this next match that we will be going on with them for the game 2, we are on Stronghold Streets. No, that's where we're at. I'm done. Guys, it is Slayer Imperium. I've read the same first one twice, but it is Slayer Imperium. I'm personally not a fan of the big remake of Pit, but some people really enjoy it. They like the nostalgia. They like double snipes. It can just get really bad for some teams once they kind of don't have the upper hand on the map for the spawns rotations.
Yeah, Pyrian, a new map for Halo Infinite, definitely not a new map for Halo as a game. And we've played this map. We haven't seen it on stream. We haven't seen it in College Halo yet. But I can imagine that if you're not able to get the damage out and get the slays like DePaul Blue was doing right there. They were just outslaying Penn State. As I said, if you're not able to do that, you're going to get spawn trapped. You're going to get peeked by 2 snipers and rockets and overshield, and you're going to be having a really bad time, and it might be a pretty quick match.
Yes. But I will tell you what I will say for the side of Penn State to fight back right after this. We are going to be coming right back.
Welcome back to this game 2 here, Slayer Empyrean. Brandon, I'm pretty excited to see this break here. I mean, we might see a pretty commanding break. It's always kind of interesting to see, what teams play for. Do they do a 2-2 split? One goes OS, one goes towards Rockets, or do they, 3 or 4 push Rockets or 3 or 4 push OS? So, I mean, I think we're going to see some pretty interesting Slayer here off the rip, and we're getting into it.
Yes, and as I said, I'm not really a big. Oh, we actually did not have everyone load in, but I will say what I was going to say before the break is that even though Penn State was kind of a Lido heavy with him dropping all this damage and kills, yes, being main Slayer, that might actually give him the opportunity in Team Slayer for him to get a hold of these power weapons. They kind of feed it to him and then just play around him. The other team might have more shots and everything kind of coming around, but I mean, once you hit that first shot with a sniper, what's stopping you? You know?
Yeah, especially, sometimes you have to think about it because there are 2 snipers on this map, like I said, and do you duplicate it? Not duplicate, but do you add the ammo to your own sniper, or do you let, your second teammate have a sniper as well? It can go either way because you risk, throwing the second sniper to the other team, but you also risk, throwing a sniper with twice the amount of ammo in it to their team as well if you're, taken down. So could be pretty big, and I'm expecting to see some pretty big plays here in this Slayer Empyrean if we're able to get back into it pretty soon. And, as I say that, we're going to go to a quick intermission to let a player get back in. We'll see you guys pretty soon. And we are back with Slayer Empyrean Part 2. Had a little bit of a crash that first time if you just joined us, but we're getting back into it. And I don't think we saw, Brandon, too much of a break from either team, and we didn't really get the chance to see it. So I don't know what's coming here. And it could be huge. We see Lido here, the big Slayer from Penn State, going towards the OS, but he sees two of the DePaul Blue players running at it. This might be a pretty big fight. He's going to drop down right on it.
Oh, I don't know if he's going to be able to get it. No, and the sniper shot does go through, and he's not able to pick up the overshield, which is now going over to the side of DePaul. And I would have liked to see Penn State just honestly just four-man it with Lido. Like, he's cracked. He's got his shots down right now. Just play towards these snipes and play towards everything. But Mr. JQ Wardy is able to pick up the snipe right now, looking for Lido again. 1v1ing over here, just burning down his overshield. Able to hit one. Gets one kill. Lido's gonna jump to try and see if he gets challenged. Not enough, and switches it out right there.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate for Penn State there. I mean, off the break, they didn't go for their sniper. Lost the OS, lost the rockets, and lost their sniper. And, they're losing now 8-3 because of it. And, here with A1 Lucci, absolute his back tower. And as I said earlier, DePaul Blue has them in a bit of a spawn trap right now. They're not able to do too much. Lido's trying to do what he can here towards his green. He's able to pick up one with the assault rifle. He's low. I'm sure he's got calmed. And BLB has that sniper towards their energy sword or heat wave if you're playing Halo Infinite. This could be pretty big.
Well, DePaul's got a really good setup as usual when you have them spawning in the corner, but they kind of were next right here and focus somewhere else to where Lido's able just to walk in and pick up Lexington there, and here comes the snipe to pick them up. That's what I'm saying. They're really focusing on this side of the map, and that's where I want to see them kind of set up and hold like the kind of 4-point, but kind of being a little bit loose about it. And then Penn State is just trying to fight their way out.
Yeah, Jake Horty here on their bottom tower right now. Pegs that guy with a nade, isn't able to pick up the kill. Pretty big there for Nippy. That's 2 dead for both teams, but Penn State has a player spawning up. 12-7 now, only down by 5. I mean, this game isn't, away from their reach at this point, but, Penn State's going to need to get a few slays and get BLB out of their energy sword with this sniper. And Lido looks like he's trying to do it right now. He's pretty low, repulsing back up. Oh, Lido not able to get taken out. He's going to get away.
Oh man, I thought he was about to put him on a mixtape. He had it going, but BLB's still there, able to come help out his teammate right here. Then picks up Lido a little bit later, but both are sitting there, gonna maybe switch out for the heat wave, and then keep this pressure up. They know they're gonna be spawning here. Rockets up in 10 though, and overshield in 8. So we're gonna see what is gonna happen from the side of DePaul, what they want to focus on.
Yeah, Lido able to pick up one. That's a pretty big slay for them. Looks like these rockets are going to be pretty free for him here, and he has Jake Horty right there waiting for him. Able to pick, he gets a double kill off the rack. Looking for the third one, he has the rocket, not able to pick it up. So that's 2 dead for DePaul Blue and 1 dead for Penn State. But it looks like Lexington, as I say that, Lucci's taken out by BLB with the heat wave and an overshield.
Man, and I just think BLB loves playing over here. He's sitting here 3-0, just trying to keep his perfect KDA right now without getting any deaths. He's just getting some pop shots out. But I was going to say, from Lido on that last play, really smart game sense, able to get his grenades off to damage to where when the rocket was able to pick up double. Snipes are up for both sides, though, and it looks like BLB is just kind of out on an island like usual right now. Nope, the whole team's looking right here on this side. And A1 Lucci's just trying to get some shots, but I really think Penn State just got to slow down and play a little bit better. They're only down by 6. They're doing a really good job compared to the first match.
Yeah, Lido able to pick up 1 there, so that's, 1 dead for each, but BLB sitting in their training. Looks like he's not going to have that perfection much anymore. Taken out by Lucci. That's 2 dead for Penn State, 1 dead for DePaul Blue. 22-14 right now. Pretty big deficit here for Penn State, and, they're going to want to get out of their spawn and just get some weapons and get some team shots going so they can, maybe get something rolling here.
I mean, I want to see Nippy push out over here. I believe there's probably still 2 more teammates from the side of DePaul. There you go. Yep, just like that. Able to pick it up. No more shots in the sniper. And Green Gun is down right there. And Mr. Jake Cordy right here, able to sit the sniper. This spot is, I just think it's so impressive. Able to keep the spawns, get the best viewpoint from pretty much everywhere on one side of the map. It's so impressive.
Yeah, the most frustrating thing is when you have a guy with a sniper in your energy sword and you spawn on your lift, on your sniper tower, and you just get sniped off spawn. It's very frustrating. That's what Jake Cordy's trying to do right here, but they're not really able to quite lock down the spawns like they want to. And we're going to see a pretty big rotate here from DePaul Blue back towards mid in their training. Get some shots on the Lido. Lido able to pick up 1. He has a teammate behind him. And that's pretty big kills right there from Penn State. I mean, they're within 5 still. So, Lido 10-8 right now. Brex 1-8, having a bit of a tough game. They're gonna have to get together and play some really good Slayer if they want to win this.
Yep, Lido just out on an island. If I'm Penn State's rest of his team, I'm just looking where he's at, playing around it, and the enemies will pretty much pop up where they're looking, because Lido's just going straight towards them, able to get some of these kills. Lexington, though, on the side of DePaul, getting some pressure onto Nippy and Brex.
Yeah, Lido takes one out. I mean, you know, you've got to know DePaul Blue's probably going to be isolating Lido here, but he gets two, and he's going to get this OS pretty much for free. And if the OS is up, the Rockets are up. I'm not really sure who has them right now. It looks like Nippy might have them over towards his green. Oh, no, it's Frostbite, but he's not able to pick one up. He wastes one rocket, and there should be one rocket down in the training of DePaul Blue. That's a double kill for Lido, and it's 25-25. He gets the triple.
Everything is turned. Now it's 26-25. Penn State is up. That is exactly what they needed. Now they take the momentum and then just keep the gas going. They got Green Gun right here, able to get off some picks, but the side of DePaul has regained and set up, waited for their other teammates, and now they're setting up on their side of the map.
Yeah, one kill lead here for Penn State. That's exactly what they need, exactly what they wanted. But Lido's taken out by BLB. This could be huge for him, but he's one shot. The Green Gun gets him from behind, and he's able to get taken out. Two dead now for Penn State and one dead for DePaul Blue. It's 27-27, all tied up, and Lexington is in a pretty rough situation, but Frostbite looks like he has view over him, but he's going to get shots from Penn State. He's going to have to fall back.
And the Green Gun, here comes Snipe, though, and it's looking like DePaul's not going for it. BLB will be the one will be the one picking it up on their side. Snipe's out. Both of them just trying to get a pick to get this pressure and to start pushing from a team, but it looks like Nippy pushed up on the right, and Frostbite just waiting here with the heat. Oh, it's still a trade, though. Able to get the kill. 2 down, 29-28.
Big gunfight here from Lucci, able to pick up Cordy. Now that's two dead. Brex with the snipe there. Talked about him earlier. He had a pretty big snipe right there to get his team up by 1 point. And that was two dead for DePaul Blue, and it looks like Penn State has a bit of a hold here. I mean, they're in their base. Oh my God, I have to say that BLB just absolutely world stars. Brex there, top tower, and he's looking for another one.
Waiting for it. Lucci needs to be careful. He's able to get it, but he has help from his teammate. Able to pick it up. Lido's there. Another assist. Lexington does pick up Lido, though. Lucci, will he get the trade? He does, and keeps it going for the side of Penn State, and now they are up by 3.
Yeah, 34-31 for Penn State right now. I mean, pretty big. I mean, that was 3 dead, 4 dead really there for DePaul Blue. But we see BLB has 5 shots in his sniper rifle. Knows there's a player in his energy sword, so he's going to look like challenged in a second. But Lucci has that heat wave. I mean, I'd back up if I was BLB too. It's a pretty scary thing to meet face to face. And we're back with Lucci here, getting some shots on these players in training. That's 1 dead. No Scorty's there, looking for the second one. Isn't able to pick him up, but I'm sure his teammate will get him momentarily. Big shot right here coming in from Burst. From BLB, double kill for him.
Oh my goodness. Now this is the match that I'm really enjoying. Overshield's up, only down by 1 from the side of DePaul. Overshield's going. BLB's able to get a snipe. He's dropping it. No, he picked up both. The snipe heat wave, you live or die by that combo. Either you're going crazy or you're hitting nothing. So yeah, I'm really excited to see if BLB can kind of push up and do that. But right now, it's a lot of sitting and waiting. Rex able to get the double melee for some reason on Lexington. That is unlucky for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really don't know where the Overshield or the Rockets went. I was going to say it's pretty scary there because, I mean, DePaul Blue had the snipe, the Overshield, and the Rockets. But it looks like they're not really able to capitalize on that as Penn State is still up by 2 kills. And, you know, they kind of have control. I mean, a lot of the DePaul players are kind of posted up right now, not really doing too much. And maybe I have them mixed up. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. Brandon, take it away, please.
Well, I would just say right now for the side of Penn State, they are playing together a lot better. And the side of DePaul now, I feel they're on the back end, so they're getting a little nervous. Like, okay, we're down. We had the lead by a lot. Now we don't. So I feel like they're playing out of character now, not really setting up where they need. And Lido's just taking advantage of all this chaos right now and just able to move around with always having Lucci playing around him. That's why it's 18-11 on that side. Oh, and he's not able to help him. Sporty's over here does get the trade. Lucci's about to fight another right now. Will he be able to... And the trade goes through. That's
actually a pretty huge trade there for Lucci. That's pretty big. Pretty big play from Lucci. Only 8 kills now. Penn State only needs 8 to win this game as all of the DePaul players, you know, are pushing out from their base and all the Penn State players are spawning up. So it's going to be a pretty even gunfight here. I mean, it only takes 1 team wipe. And as I say that, BLB gets a snipe onto Nippy trying to grab a snipe top tower. Will he get the second? He won't be able to get the second. He grabs it and gets away. So 42-49, or 39 now, excuse me, as we see Brex drop that sniper back base probably for Lido. Yep, there he is.
Yep, 42-40. I think they're going to try and set up a little bit closer to base and try and pick someone off. As I say that, BLB just picked off Lido. This is not the situation Penn State wants to be in, but they're still up by 1. 2v1 over here in their selecting bond. Nope, they're fighting 2 different people. 43-43.
Wow, this is terrifying. If you're Penn State, that's 3 dead for Penn State. Lido spawning up by himself. DePaul able to pick up the lead again, but as I say that, Lido gets, oh my God, Lido gets a double kill. Perfect on Lexing Bond right now, 45-44, up by 1. He's 20 and 15 right now.
Oh, BLB.
BLB, that's the 4th time we've seen this game. You can do that? Maybe I'm lost.
A 45-45 though. BLB is feeling it right now. Able to hit one shot, another, sees that they're all one. They don't want to push past this middle part though, both sides. And it looks like there's 3 in the middle right now for this.
Wow, 46, all tied up, but Cordy has the rockets, shoots one, isn't able to connect with it, doesn't get any damage at all. It looks like he has 1 rocket left, and we're tied up. Each team needs 4 kills to win, and this overshield is up with the rockets pushing towards it. That's pretty scary. There's one, looking for the second. He gets the second. That's 48 now. 48 with the overshield. Lido's trying to pivot. It's a double. He repulses the overshield off the map. Oh, no.
That is unfortunate, but 48-49 right now. All DePaul needs is one more. The side of Penn State needs to play together and pull back because Lido is out here on his own, but they've both realized this now, and they're both playing super, super safe, playing together. It looks like DePaul's grouping up right now.
Yeah, Lido really doing all he can right now. He might meet this guy in long haul. No, they're not going to peek. So both teams playing this a little slow right now, just waiting to see which team overextends and peaks a little bit, and which team gets a little bit nervous and pushes a little bit too far. But as we see right now, they're just kind of sitting. I mean, 1 minute remaining, so Penn State only has 55 seconds to make a move and get a kill, and DePaul knows that. I mean, they're just milking it and making them push, and they're gonna make them pay for it if they push incorrectly.
Yes, and for the side of DePaul, they can sit back. They're up by 1. They don't need to push the issue. All they have to do is wait for one to play out, wait for one overextend, and then get shots from their teammates, because it's looking like they're going to go over here on this left side, and they're going to go
49. If the time runs out, we will go into an overtime here, I believe, unless I'm stupid and crazy. That's 2 towards Longo. Lexington pushing up too far. Nobody kills Lido.
Oh my, and that is 50-49 going over to the side of DePaul. I'm speechless right now, Dalen, but Penn State was so close right there. They had everything together. They were playing it. Lexington pushed up and then instantly started backing out. I thought they had it. If their whole team was looking that way, I think Penn State takes that.
I mean, that is a heartbreaking loss for Penn State right there. I mean, they had it in their hands. And I was saying it. Lexington Bond overextended right there, pushed up way too far. And, Penn State should have been there to just capitalize on that and punish him for doing that. But DePaul was all right there and were able to get shots onto the players in long haul on Penn State and picked them up perfectly and saved their teammate and secured the win right there. I mean, perfect play from DePaul Blue. Well, no, not perfect play because they had Lexington Bond pushing up too far. But I mean, what a recovery from them. To save that and get the win.
Yes, and I will say that I believe DePaul overheated, and that chaos let Penn State strive on that map. And one of the points I made earlier was about that there's more power weapons on this map. There's more opportunities that maybe Lido will be able to use, and he was able to take advantage of that. But I'm gonna be honest, if we looked at the stats right now, BLB hit for 23% because homie was just letting the sniper rip, but the shots he did hit were very key to help either save one of his teammates or just get a huge pick. So, I mean, shout out to BLB and those snipes that he was doing this past game to kind of help out. And I think if Penn State ran that back again and just played not even together more, just in those situations where they were standing off 4-4, just kind of just look together and just have all of them look at one spot. But
yeah, I mean, let's stick on these damage numbers right here. Look at this. A1 Lucci with 6,000 damage. That's 600 more than Lido, and Lido had what, maybe 8 more kills than Lucci did. So I mean, Lucci was just being a team player out there, getting damage, and that's 2 huge damage numbers right there from Penn State. If I'm Lucci and I'm Lido, I'm just like, guys, shoot with me. Just we're doing it. Just do it with us. And that's such a winnable game for Penn State, and it's a loss, but I think that's really good for them. They got rolled on the first map, but they're able to bring it in within a 1-point game on a Slayer, Empyrean especially, because after you get rolled on a Stronghold, you can very quickly get rolled on an Empyrean Slayer. But they did not allow DePaul Blue to do that to them, and they kept it so close. They had the lead for so much of that game, and they just weren't able to quite finish as I'm sure they wanted to, and they just have to take whatever momentum they have and exponentially grow it so they can get this win on DePaul Blue because they had it within their grasp right there.
Yep, and I'd be down a bit, like, losing that 50 to 40, and like, ah, man, so close. But the momentum from that game, compared to their first match on the street stronghold, to go into that great Slayer Imperium, I think that's the motivation they need, and the confidence that they gained from that last map to go onto the CTF Argyle. Because wow, what do we know? Another double sniper map. Halo loves having that. We have two snipers on both sides, so in Argyle we haven't really seen a lot up here on this stream. So I'm excited to see kind of how both teams play it. But BLB and Lido are just going to be fighting over these snipers and going at it. So I'm super excited and to see who's going to focus on what on this next breakout for the CTF map.
Yeah, I know, during this post game, I've been talking a lot about Penn State right here, but oh my God, BLB was turning up with the sniper in that game. And, Dog Bear, our observer here, was able to get a lot of those snipes on the camera. So, kudos to him for getting a lot of those. And BLB was turning up. I mean, that was a great showing from DePaul Blue, from BLB there. You said he had, 25% accuracy. I mean, he was ripping that sniper out, getting some shots out. So big game from him and big game from DePaul Blue overall. And yeah, we haven't seen Argyle on a College Halo stream. I don't believe we have. And it's a new map. We haven't really seen how a lot of these college teams play Argyle. But you said it's a two sniper map, and that active camo spawns top mid, and you see a lot of people get the grapple and try to grapple up there and get it. But I'm kind of curious to see what teams are going to do, and I think we might see a pretty big sniper battle off rip here between Lido and BLB trying to snipe each other from their snipe plat. So it might be pretty huge. It's going to be a pretty exciting game.
Yep, and Lucci did a great job with trading off Lido. Anytime he'd go down, he was able to get that shot, get the next damage. I mean, 6,000, where the next one closest was 5,000. I believe it was Lido who had it, or it was BLB. One of those two had the next 5,000 or 4,000 damage. So, I mean, it's looking good from both teams. Both teams are showing what they can do. So it's really cool to see a little bit of new teams too as well in the college Halo scene. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Dog Bear. Shout out to Slew. Shout out to NECC for sponsoring this and allowing college Halo to keep going and to flourish more, because that's what it's all about. We love us some Halo. We love watching some good matches like this, and that's what this is all about. So I'm super hyped for it, and it looks like we're going to be getting into this next game really soon. And I believe Lucci was the sub in, correct, on Penn State, or I could have been wrong that there was a sub in between, and Lucci was the sub in. So I mean, hey, great sub. Great play, great from the side of Penn State. Now they just got to take this and show up on CTF Argyle, punch DePaul in the face and say, "Now we're not going to take it." But if DePaul can get it going and just keep the momentum for them, then it's going to be a little bit harder. But great games are not easy.
Yeah, and you know what? One more thing before we go to a quick intermission. Let's look at Nippy's kill death ratio here. 7 kills, but only 8 deaths. I mean, you're allowed 12 deaths in a Slayer game before you're losing the game. It's 48 deaths combined if all 4 have 12. And Nippy, doesn't exactly get a lot of the kills, but he didn't have that many deaths either. So I mean, that's pretty huge from him. We're gonna need to see some pretty good gameplay out of Penn State, Nippy, Lido, BLB, Lexingvod, and DePaul Blue here. After this quick intermission, we'll be back pretty soon. Welcome back to this CTF Argyle. DePaul Blue up 2-0 in this best of 5. So if they win this match on Argyle, they will win the series 3-0. But I mean, we saw a pretty big game from Penn State right there. And, you know, we're hoping that they're able to have an even bigger game this game. But we're going to be with A1 Lucci as he gets a break here, hopefully going for that active camo, excuse me. And we see Mr. Cordy here with the snipe looking over that overshield, or the camo.
Oh, and he looked away for a second, but he was able to... Oh, that's a triple kill. But Lido said, sit down, calm down, we're here to play.
Oh, huge from Lido to break up that overkill. I mean, that's unfortunate there for Cordy. That was a huge play from him. But an even bigger play from Lido. Now 2-0 with the snipe. I don't think anyone got the active camo there. I'm not really sure where it went. I know one player was trying to pop it, but he wasn't able to. Oh, that's camo flag. That's BLB with the flag and the camo, but Lido's able to spot him.
Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna say that he was tired of BLB sniping, and Lido was like, "I got you, bro. I'm gonna show you what's up." And then he's just picking him apart, able to make some movement, or able to make space for himself with his sniper, and he's just not stopping. That's a double kill going on to his killing spree for Lido, and he looks like he wants another. Here he goes, BLB, watch out! He comes flying in, able to pick it up with help of his teammate, and he is just on a tear right now, switching it up for the pistol.
Lido absolutely having a field day on DePaul Blue right here. DePaul Blue kind of threw the camo there. Lido here is behind Cordy, picks it. Oh, Nippy takes a kill from him, so he's only going to be 6-0 right now. Still a very respectable scoreline for him at the very beginning of this game, but that's, you know, one dead for each team. But Lido's able to get some pressure here on Lexing Bond in their top base, and there was a player in their back base. Oh no, he's going to their grapple. So, you know, this could be a pull here for Penn State, and they could secure this, but Lido doesn't. Oh, he gets the stick. Oh, he doesn't quite get the stick onto that DePaul player. BLB didn't see him. Oh no.
Oh, I'm just gonna say Lido baited my man right there really hard, but it's definitely worth it. Able to get the trade, gonna reset. Invis is up in 8 though. We're gonna see who they kind of focus on, because they know Lido's over on this side. There's 2 people on it, but Penn State is coming to recover with Lucci just out of setup right there. Here he goes, gonna win the 1v1. Lexing Bond able to huge first team and gets the kill choice.
Yeah, and it looks like Cordy's gonna grab this camo here. I'm able to say it correctly this time, but he's spotted, but he has it here. Ooh, Nippy tried to get the kill onto the God, I said it wrong again. The camo guy there, and Cordy now 7-3. I mean, pretty big game from him as well. Lido 8-1. We got some, you know, big plays coming in from these players right now. But Cordy is gonna get some pressure into the Penn State base. That's 2 dead now for Penn State, none dead for DePaul.
And Lido did just fall off the map, or repulse off, but Mr. J. Cordy able to get this camo, and he started running. They saw him instantly. Not the best put, but something to get it going, have the flag out, and have the side of Penn State kind of recover and move these shots out here, because BLB now is on a double kill, having a field day for the side of Penn State, because he's got the sniper now. So we're gonna see if he can keep it up, but it's pretty even right now from both sides. There's not been any really big flag pools or anything, just kind of living in each other's bases right now.
Yeah, BLP not able to quite hit those shots that he wants to. As I said, he gets the kill onto Nippy, but Lido's right behind him. It picks him up. That's 2 dead now for each team. Lido's gonna have to run back into his base to live. That's 3 dead now for DePaul Blue. And, you know, not too much going down. I mean, the Penn State flag just got returned, so there's no threat of that right now. But Cordy is over towards their pistol side. But Lucci's here to get some shots onto him. It looks like Nippy's gonna hop onto it pretty quick and get that kill.
Yep, and the side of Penn State is looking like they're getting ready to start on their push right here. Lido does go down, though, so for the side of Penn State, they're pushing into DePaul's base, and DePaul seems not as together as they have in the past 2 games, bro. Maybe Imperium had a lot bigger of effect on them than we kind of realized, even though they got the dub.
I'm going to say it, Brandon. That was the 3rd flag I've seen run bottom mid, and I'm kind of angry about it now. That's 4 dead for Penn State. Got to stop running the flag bottom mid. You're just asking yourself to get shot by spawners. But as I say that, the snipers are up for both teams. So Lexing Bond here in the front of Penn State's base, able to get some shots out. It looks like Penn State has their sniper. Nope, nobody has their sniper yet. So this is going to be a pretty big fight here to try to see who gets it. Rex is able to pick it up, and that's a big trade there from Lexing Bond. The sniper's down on their snipe plat.
And Lexing Bond has been getting a lot of really clutch double melees for the side of their team, able to stop a lot of things that could become a lot worse, but that is a couple for Lucci, but the last one from Lexing Bond's head. And now the double snipes on any map go back and forth, just body shots after body shots.
I'm gonna say it. These are just wasted sniper shots right here. I mean, I get it. You're trying to get some kills into the players in their base, but we're just wasting sniper shots we could be using later. These are not really great kills, but look, I mean, look at these. Oh, as I say that, Frostbite gets a kill, pretty big from him. Look at these score lines here. Cordy 12-7, Lido 13-6, pretty, you know, similar here from both of them. And you know, as we see, both teams are not really able to do too much and get too many flags out of the enemy team's base right now. 4 up for both teams. Lucci with the snipe in his base, trying to get some shots onto somebody, but not quite able to connect them here. And, you know, they're just going to keep fight each other so they can get a flagpole.
Oh, and they picked him up. Lexington able to get a lot of free shots onto the side of Penn State right there. 2 down for Penn State. But Lucci's here, just being the last flame on the side of Penn State. On this side, able to get 1. And Brex does go down. But it looks like the side of DePaul slowed it down. Realized, hey, we can outslay these guys. Let's slow it down, play as a team, and just play with our sniper when they come up. So I think that's really good from DePaul, slowing it down a bit. And now Penn State, they need to honestly go back and force the game to be hectic, in my opinion.
Yeah, we see all 4 Penn State players here pushing towards the DePaul Blue pistol, and there's 3 DePaul Blue players over there. They're all taken out, except for Lido. Looks like he's ratting in DePaul Blue's base right now. Yep, look at him, ratting at the flag. Looking at Cordy. Cordy sees him. He's going to get called out. This is going to be pretty bad for him. He's going to have to try to grab their snipe and maybe get it off the map, but Cordy is able to pick him up, and Jay Cordy, yep, that's him, on his flag. 1 down now for Penn State, and oh, look, some kills coming on the board. 3 dead now for Penn State. And Frostbite has camo, but he loses it.
That is definitely caster curse. I feel bad for that guy, but you know, as it goes, once you're spot out with camo, everyone's focusing you, and it's just little 1v1s back and forth. Now Lido's got the snipe BLB, and BLB just takes his head off, not able to win that battle. But now BLB with the snipe, pushing into the other side of the base. No, he's just gonna stay sitting here, get some kills, see what he can do, wait for his team, and these picks are just they're getting kills and the picks are happening, but there's not a lot of movement from the rest of the team once it does.
Yeah, BLB trying to live with that sniper. As he saw Lido, he ran away. He knew BLB is getting shot in the back now. Lido's in their vent, or Lucci, no, that is Lido. Lido's able to pick him up. That's 3 dead now for DePaul Blue, and Lido has a snipe. He knows these players are spawning in their back base. He's gonna have to get some kills here. Gets a shot on Jay Cordy. Double sniper shot there from Penn State. Pretty big from them, and Lido's here on these players in their back base. Trying to get one. One's taken out by his teammate. Oh,
wait, there we go.
It's 2 dead now.
Lucci able to get another snipe, 1 sniper down, though BLB picks it up, trying to see where it's at. It was a big one. Lucci is in trouble, and now that is 2 snipes for the side of DePaul. Don't know if they picked up the second one, though, or just he did not get the ammo, but he did not pick up the second one, and BLB just died in his base right there. Brex just kind of walked through. I don't know where the side of DePaul was looking, but Brex just walks in, grabs the flag, and again, down middle, throwing it out.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how Brex lived as long as he did, but he decided to run it bottom middle and got punished for it. That's 2 dead now for Penn State as Frostbite is getting this flag returned for his team, and Lucci just sees 2 DePaul players. Oh my god, that's a double kill for Cordy. He has another teammate there, but Lido's able... Oh no, he naded himself. Absolute for Cordy. Unfortunate for him, and Lido looks like he's not getting pushed. Oh, now he is. He's gonna see 3 players now, and Cordy's gonna get taken out.
Man, that is unfortunate. It was on a killing spree, does go down. Now Brex able to hit a snipe the side of Penn State, looking like they're grouping up, but he just noticed that Invis is up. So Leximon sitting on the opposite side, trying to get some snipes with 1 down, just traded 1-1 on both sides. Still 1 sniper up, 1 sniper up. Camo up right now. We'll see who kind of goes for it, and he sees Mr. J. Cordy, but Brex is up there too.
No.
Oh my
Brex with the sniper. Loses the sniper, drops it top mid, and DePaul's able to pick up the camo here. Lexington gets another shot onto another Penn State player, but Frostbite's not quite able to pick up the kill. Nippy's going to live over towards the DePaul pistol side now, and it looks like they don't really know where he is right now. He's kind of ratting a little bit. Lexington not able to hit that snipe onto Brex, but BLB is able to pick up Lido over here towards their TVs, whatever you want to call this area. Missed melee here from Brex. That's pretty unfortunate, and Cordy's able to pick him up with 2 more Penn State players ready to swing.
And he hit 21. He was the first one to hit 20 in this match, Mr. Jay Cordy, for the side of DePaul. And now double snipes, 1 on 1 side. I feel like everybody's just picking it up and hitting some nice shots, but like there's nothing being built up. There's maybe there's comms about it, but right now it's looking like there's not a lot of cohesion on both sides to start pushing out, because you get 1 kill, nothing happens. They traded up Nippy with 2.
Oh!
Not able to get the 3rd, but that is huge for the side of Penn State. Able to at least kill 2, so it is 2-2, and it could have ended up a lot worse. But behind you, Brex.
Oh! Wow, I thought he had the ninja there, and I'd be pretty upset if I was Brex. But look at that. The DePaul blue flag is pretty much at the halfway point now. Ran at bottom mid, but that's, you know, one player dead for DePaul blue, two players dead now. Lido's able to pick up one. There's another one jumping up. BLB, what are you doing? He gets taken out. Lido gets another one shot, kills another. That's 4 dead now. That's going to be a cap for Penn State off of huge kills from Lido. Pretty big. They're all just going to run it in, try not to get killed here, do a little bit of blocking. Huge play right there from Penn State to get a flag cap.
Oh man, I bet Penn State comms are going crazy able to get that. That is the momentum they needed. It is now in their favor right now, but Lido's just gonna live in their base. Just gonna be a thorn trying to get as many kills because the whole entire time it's just been Slayer, really just back and forth, and it all culminated into one by being able to kill all 4 and play the spawn. So now, instead of Penn State, you're just trying to slay as much as you can.
Yeah, I mean, Lido taken out in the bottom base of DePaul. Oh my god, huge snipe coming in from BLB to get that player off of their grapple. Pretty big from him, but they're going to have to get some kills and get some pushes here. I mean, they're down by 1 with only 1 minute and 18 seconds left in this game. We've been playing Slayer for, what, 11 minutes now, Brandon? And, you know, they finally decided to make it a capture the flag and got a cap here, but DePaul Blue does not have that much time left. There's a camo up top mid. It looks like they're going to try to grab it. And looks like he has control of it, so they're gonna have a camo. They might be able to get a little camo flag run here. Oh my god, a no scope from BLB right there, looking for a second, isn't able to hit it onto Lucci, isn't able to hit the second one, and Lucci takes him out.
A good trade, I'm telling you. The sub by Penn State, super big brain for them to bring him in. I was wondering why he wasn't at the first one, but Mr. J. Cordy able to get a kill on Brex, and it is looking like DePaul is in their base right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
able
just
to get him.
Cordy. Sorry, Brandon. It's just Cordy by himself there. He's able to get taken out. So Penn State's able to clean up those DePaul players out of their base, and they just have to play Slayer and stop these players from pushing for another 30 seconds.
And Lido just holding this cross for Lucci. I'm telling you, the side of Penn State just needs to play Slayer out. They're doing a really good job right now, at least not letting them build momentum off of it. But as I say that, Caster Curse 2 down for the side of Penn State, and BLB is just running around on this side.
Yeah, it looks like that's 4 dead for Penn State, and Cordy's able to get the flag. He's going to run it towards mid, but he decides not to. Pretty big from him, but he's taken out by the Penn State players that spawned over towards their pistol now. Lucci trying to fight for his life, but he's one shot. 2 seconds left as Lexing Bond is getting this flag past the halfway point. So, I mean, if Penn State's not able to push up and they're not able to make some plays, this might be a cap here for DePaul Blue.
Man, overtime is looking like it. Brex going up, not able to get any so
Wow.
close, but not enough. Last second flag pull, round 1 tie, going to overtime. I mean, both the teams
Are playing just straight Slayer going at each other, and what a
crazy run for the side of DePaul. And now we're going to see who can kind of just take it from here. Double digits from the side of all of DePaul. Snipes picked up on both sides. Who's going to be pushing out for this camo?
Yeah, Cordy's able to pick up this snipe. I'm not sure who has it towards... Oh, I think someone grappled the camo. I think Penn State might have the camo here in the vent. I'm not sure where it went. No, he doesn't have it. I don't know where the camo went, but there are some snipes on the map, and there's 2 dead for Penn State and 1 dead for DePaul Blue, as Cordy is pushing back towards his snipe plat to just try to get some kills. And Lido is on his own snipe plat trying to find a player, but he's going to take him out.
Yeah, these snipes, I mean, everyone loves watching these maps because of the double snipes, but you always have to keep your head on a swivel. You know, someone's always watching the cross, able to see these angles, and Lexing Bond is pushing up into the base with BLB on the backside. Nippy able to kill him. BLB living in their base, though.
Yeah, I don't think they know he's here, so this could be pretty big from BLB if his teammates are able to pick up the slays. Oh, Lucci's able to find him, and he's taken out by Nippy. Good from them to find BLB, because that could have been pretty tragic there for Penn State if they weren't able to get that kill. Lucci here on his snipe plat with the snipe. It has 7 shots in it, so it's only been shot once. This could be pretty big if they're able to use it. And Cordy has the other team's snipe, DePaul's snipe, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Lexing Bond with a double kill.
Oh, able to stick him, but here's Lucci to try and get the trade.
Not enough because Frostbite comes and helps him, but BLB behind you. There's another one traded out 1-1 right now. 3 minutes left. And right now it's really stalemate. Frostbite in trouble, getting some nades. Good grapple. Not enough though. Lido able to pick it up, having 27. It's looking like he's on his way to 30.
Yeah, pretty big game from Lido here, but look at DePaul Blue, Cordy, and BLB, 24 and 25. 2 dead now for Penn State. Remote detonation from Lido here. Got a pretty big kill. That's a fun medal to see. And he's trying to stay alive here. He's able to stay alive. That's 3 dead for DePaul Blue, but it looks like all the Penn State players are back in their base, so they're not going to get too much momentum here as the snipers spawn on either side.
And Lotto's checking his angles, trying to see if he's already peeking with it. They're pushing over to their side and trying to get their sniper with a little 2v2. The other three on the other side of the map. Lido's going to get this sniper free. Lucci able to pick up one. So need to be careful with them pushing back right here and fighting in their face. Lido needs help. Able to get one, get the flagpole.
That's 2 dead, and BLB died top mid. I don't know if you saw it. He died top mid there with the camo, so I don't think anyone got the camo there. But Penn State just not able to get the flag out. But as I said, that Brex with the camo. Oh, no. No, Brex, he dies. No. Another remote nation coming in. They're not able to get the flag out. They die with the camo. They lose the snipes, and DePaul is able to return this flag. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in this capture the flag.
Hey, this is the match that everybody loves to watch. Lido just fighting the team there. 2 down, though, for Penn State. DePaul is probably realizing they have the numbers right now. They're starting to push. Nippy here, not enough to get that last kill. Down 2, but DePaul has snipe and able to get one pulled from the backside. Brex.
That's what is Brex doing. That's 2 dead, though, for DePaul, but Brex is able to get taken out by BOB, and they're going to get this flag return here, it looks like, with no Penn State players able to contest this return. As I said, they're getting shots from their pistol, but, I mean, it's just they don't have enough time, and the flag is returned. BOB staying alive, getting taken out by Lido there. 1 dead for both. Lido's trying to play his life here, play these DePaul players. He's 40. Gets the melee on him, no damage from Cordy there, so I mean that's 3 dead for DePaul, and Brex here pulling the flag from Penn State again, but DePaul, Frostbite able to pull the Penn State flag as well. It's gonna be a pretty big fight from him and Lucci.
Lucci able to get the kill, a huge fight right there, but Brex does go down again, able to get the flag a little bit farther out. Snipes are up in a couple of seconds. BLB's deciding on what he wants to go, but that is a flag return, but Penn State is running home. Lido just keep going.
Lido, the DePaul players are there, but he's able to get the cap before he's killed. Pretty huge plays from Lido right there to get that cap and secure that win. 2-1 now for Penn State, and that's 32 kills for Lido in this Argyle capture the flag.
I'm speechless, but geez, this is a great first match for everybody to come watch and see the talent that is in college Halo. Both teams having just straight up Slayer battle all throughout CTF, and that last second pull by DePaul, insane. Great play from both teams going at it, but shout out to Penn State, able to finally get a map on the board. Now it is 1-2, just like this scoreline 2-1 on in this series. I mean, Dale, what do you want to say about it? Because there's so many things to talk about in that last match.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a great match of Slayer for the first, 90% of that match, but then they decided to play some capture the flag. And, pretty big from them. Let's look at these damage numbers. I'm always talking about it. Look at Lido here, 8,500 damage. Look at 3 players on DePaul Blue, Cordy, Bond, and BLB with, 7K damage plus. I mean, that's pretty big numbers from them. But, they weren't able to come up with it. It's such an exciting match. And, that's pretty big for Penn State because if they lost that match, the series was over. And, and so they were able to keep it alive and get those pulls. And I just think that maybe they need to be the Penn State, that is, they need to just, Brex needs to play with his players a little bit more. I mean, we saw him, getting some maybe clutch pulls, but he was just kind of by himself a lot of the time, running into the enemy team's base and, and just dying for nothing, really. And so if I'm Penn State, I want to get a hold of that and, control that a little bit so we can play a little bit more as a team and get some pushes going on as a team.
Yeah, I mean, but the counter argument is DePaul played straight up like a team. 4 people in double digits over here with 3 of them in double-digit assists, and that still was not enough. So the team play, he does need to get there with his team, and Penn State will then keep on keeping the momentum up and their attack power that they have. But DePaul was playing as a team and just was not able to get it together there. I felt like BLB was kind of sitting back a little bit more this one compared to on Empyrean you can, because you can hold off that half of the map and then it's like half map. But on Argyle, you sit there and it's such a long map. It takes 20 years for you to get across. So even if you do get a pick with the sniper, there's not enough momentum or any buildup for them to keep going until the rest of their teammates started killing everybody. Until the rest of the teammates started picking them off and helping them out and keeping them push forward. So I mean, it's a crazy match. I'm super excited to get into this next one, which is live fire oddball. Both teams showed up at different times, but all players had at least one moment. Wow, I'm hyped.
Yeah, I mean, let's think about this, right? We saw the first game, Stronghold Streets, an objective game. DePaul Blue, great game. I mean, outstanding performance from DePaul Blue in a strictly objective-based game. I mean, Strongholds, it really can't turn into a Slayer. We saw Penn State show up in the Slayer, still lose, but they had a pretty big game. And then the CTF Argyle, which was mostly a Slayer, we saw Penn State do pretty good again. So I'm not really sure how this oddball game, this purely objective game, is going to go. I mean, you know, oddball and strongholds are kind of similar in that way, is where, like, yes, slaying is good, but like it doesn't really turn into a Slayer. If you play it like that, you will lose. You will lose a strongholds in an oddball if you play it like a Slayer. But in the CTF Argyle especially, you can do that. So I mean, we're going to see, you know, if this objective you know, game type, strictly objective, is better for DePaul Blue and worse for Penn State, because we saw him struggle with it the first time. But I mean, we're getting into it, and that's one dead for DePaul Blue as Lucci is here bottom mid towards Kedor with a heat wave, fighting Cordy. Cordy is taken out, huge kill. That's 3 dead now for DePaul Blue, and it looks like Penn State's gonna get some ball time.
And I'm actually going to say that I think Penn State might actually excel in this, because Lido is so used to, oh my, caster curse, but he's so used to just going off on his own, getting a lot of kills, and then Lucci trading out in these past couple matches. So maybe with putting the ball on, it's a little 1v2 right now. BLB able to get the punch out though. Look to your right, and he's you, double kill for Brex. This is a whole new man this match right now.
Brex changed. He had the sniper there bottom in and was able to pick up a couple, but this is the first ball time we've seen this whole game. I mean, we're 45 seconds in here, and you know, Penn State, no team was able to get some ball time, and I think they both had the opportunity to get ball time here, but they're finally doing it. 40 taken out back A. Lido looking to get the second one, and there's that green from Nippy, but he's taken out by Lexing Bond here, pushing in. That's 2 of them. Lido not able to do anything. That's a double kill for Lexing Bond, and that's 3 dead for Penn State. And looks like DePaul Blue finally gonna get some ball time here. Only 14 seconds on the board for Penn State.
Brex was hiding out, trying to wait for his team. Now the spawns are going to be coming up right now. Slow start and able to get one shot. VLB misses the second one, just getting some pressure, and Mr. J. Cordy was able to pick up the kill. Now for the side of Penn State, it might be a lot harder for them to break into A, but I think once Penn State might have the ball, I think we're going to see a whole nother different team.
Yeah, BLB trying to do big things with the sniper, but not able to connect really any of his shots there. But, you know, DePaul Blue was able to collapse on all of the Penn State pushes and, you know, stop them from getting ball time. But we see Frostbite's rotating this ball towards A. That's 3 Penn State players over towards this OS side, and DePaul's going to play the ball, but they're 3 dead, and Penn State is 3 up with the OS coming up in 0 seconds. So, I mean, Penn State's going to have to control this OS and control the ball, and DePaul's kind of in a scary spot right now.
Oh, then here comes VLB, just putting the pressure, spawned up, 1 down for the side of Penn State. Now they have to realize that everybody's going to start flying to them. Lido is in trouble right now. VLB going. Nippy, though, still with the overshield, fending them off. Lexing Bond in trouble. Nippy sees, goes for it, watch for the green gun, and they're able to get the trade, though, there. Man, now 3 down for the side of DePaul, and 3 again down for the side of DePaul. VLB by himself, but this is some ball time for Penn State.
Yeah, we're seeing a switch in the lead here, 34 now to 32, and Penn State is racking up those points right now with a pretty good hold. I mean, 1 dead for Penn State, but the DePaul Blue players are not really in a great spot for an execute right now. As I say that, BLB is going to get a big nade on DeLucci there, gets the kill. That's 2 players in cuts, 1 player dead for Penn State, 1 player dead for DePaul, and it looks like Brex is going to try to play this ball here in a second. Yep, there he goes. He plays it. That was a very momentary 4 dead there as Lucci is spawning up towards cuts, and the sniper's up in 0 seconds. I'm sure those players are going to play for it pretty soon. We're going to see a pretty big fight.
I'm going to be honest. I think Brex is closer to his monitor. He did something. I don't know what. He got the hunchback, anything. That's a double kill for BLB, though. And then Brex, as I was just saying, able to stop it. Mr. J. Cordy, 2 down for both sides. And I just think it's another team showing up right here for Penn State. Maybe oddball is what they like. Able to just kind of just run off time and then throw it off, reset, and get that going. Because this hecticness, Lido able to excel.
Yeah, 3 minutes left in this oddball game if the players don't pick up the ball. But as I say that, Penn State is picking up the ball, but rotating it towards the DePaul players in A. Lexing Bond not able to hit the no-scope there onto Nippy. Nippy has a plasma pistol with the OS up in 15 seconds, so this is going to be pretty big. I mean, I feel like the team that wins this OS wins the round because, you know, OS is so huge in this game. But the ball is down bottom mid, and there's 3 DePaul players down there, and they're getting collapsed on by Penn State, but they're able to pick up 1. Looking for the second, can't really find him yet. Nippy gets taken out, but Lido picks up the OS, so he's by himself. He's going to get pretty melted here, but this could be huge if Lido makes a play.
Able to get 1, but not enough. That is 3 down for Penn State. But here comes Brex out of nowhere with the ball. But PLB said, no, sir. Now they have Snipe. They're going to set up an A, and this is the time that DePaul needs on the ball. Penn State just can't get picked by this sniper. They have to roll together, either go underneath on B, play differently, but they just can't be going out like that. They need to all push together because for them to be able to keep going and keep the pressure of Nippy with the remote detonation. That's Nippy for 2. This is a whole new Nippy 2. Already at 10 kills on the side of Penn State. Able to get another, but Frostbite already took the ball and took off with it.
Yeah, Frostbite not really sure why he decided to throw the ball at the Penn State players and take that gunfight. He could have easily dropped bottom mid right there and gotten some more time. And they're only down by 1 second here with 2 minutes left. And there's 2 DePaul players top mid. That's 2 dead for Penn State. And they're opting again not to pick up the ball. But as I said, here comes Lexington getting a little bit of ball time, handing that ball over. But Penn State's able to get shots pretty quickly. It's just Lucci by himself. He's gonna have to run back and play his life a little bit and not throw his life away. But DePaul Blue is getting some ball time here and getting some shots onto these Penn State players. But Penn State picks up 1. Nippy isn't able to get anything else. It's a 3v3 right now.
Oh, able to get the shots though. Lucci from the side of Penn State, they're all showing up. No, he's got to reload. 1 hit though. Only needs 1, not enough. They're both so close to dying, and Nippy's spawned up. They're out spawns, and this is what happens on live fire ball. It's just the constant wave of zombie hordes playing. Either you're gonna play with your team on the spawns or not. Lido is getting focused from the side of DePaul, and BLB is able to just run around and cause havoc.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate there from BLB, though, not able to pick up Lido, and he's going to get a free push top mid. Might get some shots onto somebody, I don't know, but they're able to get these kills, and Frostbite is rotating this ball towards C again with this overshield coming up pretty soon. 1 second here. Lexington trying to get control of it. His teammates are around him, and I think he's going to grab it, and they only need 13 seconds left to win this round.
Lexington, though, able to get off the overshield. It's looking like DePaul is going to take this round right now because they only need 12 more points right here. Has the ball, overshield, stopping the spawns. The only thing that can help him is the outspawn by B for them to push up, but Frostbite is already pushing into C-side on live fire right here, and it's not looking good. But that is 1 round for the side of DePaul. Penn State showing up, but they got to put a little bit more in the tank. We need a little bit more from Lido. I know he's been going crazy the past couple games, but you got to keep it going because that's the only way that you guys have been able to kind of push out of that. So Lido, A1, Lucci a little bit lower on this map, but I'm excited to see what they can do for the second round.
Yeah, DePaul Blue outslayed Penn State in that first match, but a big trade in there coming in. And, you know, Penn State's trying to get control of this ball. They have 4 seconds now. The OS is up in 7, and that's 2 dead for both teams. But Frostbite looks like he's in a pretty good spot here if Nippy's not able to get some shots onto him, and they're not able to get across. But, oh my god, Frostbite's going to over-peak there and lose the OS. It looks like Penn State might be set up to have this OS. I mean, that's 2 dead for DePaul Blue. Lucci's trying to play his life. Brex is trying to grab the OS. He's getting sniped by BLB.
Oh, but BLB, I don't know if he knows that the overshield's still there. I think Lexington did pick it up. There was overshield and a repulse on that. Yep, Lexington was able to pick it up. Now he's going to push out onto this B to see where they're at, but watch out. Your teammates are by themselves. Lido with 1, able to get a punch off. How much damage? Nippy doing what he can.
Yeah, he's, you know, trying to get some damage onto the OS. He's able to take the OS down, and Lido has the ball, but he's getting naded here. And he has control of his snipe, but he doesn't know where he is. Gets back snipe from Lexington. Lexington gets a double. That's 2 dead now for Penn State. Excuse me. 1 shot here, Brex. Lexington able to get a 3rd. I don't think that's quite a triple for him. It took a little bit too long, but pretty big kills from him. He's gonna be able to pick up some ball time here. 19, 20 seconds here with 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and right there, I mean, Lido just didn't think he was going to push that fast. They probably thought he was at big door throwing the nades, so when he played up, that's how he was able to get the back smack. That's unfortunate for the side of Penn State, but Mr. Jake Cordy with the green gun, little 1-2 action right here with the combo, sees them on big door, probably getting called back, saying, hey, we need to wait. We'll just push together and play for this overshield, because as we watched in these last series, the overshield has just had such impact. Lido low, able to get 2, though. Warming up, BLB here to stop it.
BLB with a double, looking for the triple. Not able to pick it up. Lucci's able to take him down. That's 2 dead for both teams. Frostbite again rotating this ball towards C, towards his spawning teammates. Looks like Brex gets control of the OS here. So this could be a pretty big push from Penn State if they're able to get the kills. Oh no, but Lexington gets the stick onto Brex.
And Frostbite, I will say shout out to his movement, because he has been able to see when the pressure's coming and then just take the ball away and running around, taking the different routes that he needs to do for his team. And DePaul is really excelling on that with getting a lot of time. And it's looking like a really big mountain for Penn State to climb, but we've seen it in the past couple matches. So
Let's see if they can kind of get together here and push out, but these power weapons are everything. And BLB is just, I feel he's fully comfortable. He's just walking around doing what he can. He knows he just needs to kill them as they walk around getting picks, and then the ball time will go up.
Yeah, DePaul definitely winning in the slaying department this round, but Nippy here taking a big fight. C-Plat isn't able to pick him up. He gets shot in the back, but that's 3 dead for Penn State as DePaul plays the ball. About to be 4 dead if they can get this kill. BLB finally taken out as that sniper is up. Cordy trying to get some shots from sandbags. He gets some pretty good damage onto Lucci, but it looks like he's able to pick up this heat wave as Cordy drops down bottom mid, and it might be a free snipe for Lucci.
And here we go. Now Penn State has the ball, getting time, has snipe and heat wave. Well, no, he just dropped it. No, he switched out again. Able to pick it up. Lucci here trying to get some picks for his team, but he just got timinged right there. He needs to be careful. Drop down, and it's BLB able to secure the kill. Now he's got the heat wave sniper combo. And it's live or die bite. Either you're going to hit everything or miss everything. They're able to get the trade, ball reset. That is good time, though, for the side of Penn State, and that's what they need to focus on. But Nippy out on an island.
They just need to keep getting this little bit of time at a time and keep getting these slays, and it looks like that's what they're doing. That's 2 dead now for Penn State as BLB has a sniper looking towards Nesta, able to pick up Nippy. That's 3 dead now. BLB last one alive with the sniper back tower. He's gonna throw that ball, and he's gonna repulse Lido off the map with the OS up in 0 seconds. Brex is gonna grab it. Does he pop it? He does, but there's 3 players from DePaul Blue. Oh no, he gets back smacked.
That is unfortunate. I thought he was going to make it through, and Frostbite is keeping the momentum with a double kill. Nippy able to get the trade, though, but Mr. J. Cordy gets the ball, and it's going to be able to take it off before Lido can get there. The damage is up, but Mr. J. Cordy is moving and schmoving out of there. BLB playing his life right now. Nades himself again. We've seen it a couple times. I think that's a new strategy. It's all good. Just waiting for them to...
Pretty big push, though, coming in from Penn State. I mean, that's, 1 dead for DePaul Blue, 1 dead for both sides. And, Lido's able to get the kill, stopping the melee, gets the double kill. 4 dead there as the DePaul Blue players. Cordy is spawning back tower. It's going to spawn pretty far away, and he's pushing up top mid, trying to get a little bit of map control here while his teammate spawns, but Lido is lurking in a corner with a heat wave. This could end pretty bad for him. And there is the back smack.
Hey, just as they've been doing to them, he does to themselves. Right now, Brex trying to play his life. Down 3, 1v1 over here. Lucci able to get the huge piv right there. And Brex gets the ball, says, oh, wrong way. And they're down by 25. This is the ball time that Penn State needed. Lucci able to get another kill. Now it's looking like the Paul's just throwing themselves. They're in the blender of the spawns, able to get split off. And that's some good help from Frostbite.
Yeah, big wrap here coming in from Lido. Kills 1 player, sandbags. Notices another player towards Turbine on the OS. He's able to pick him up. Big perfect from him. That's 2 dead for DePaul Blue as Penn State is getting some more ball time. Not able to pick up the 1 shot there. There's 2 players low at Kedor. I'd be screaming that if I was Lido. And Nippy's able to pick up Cordy there, and they're still getting some ball time. 75, tie it up. But as I say that, DePaul grabs the ball.
Oh, wait, 75, 76. Lucci knows there's pressure, but Frostbite able to pick up 1, and he needs to get just a kill right there, able to do it. And he's going to grab the ball, has 1 second up, needs another one. Yep, now Penn State is in the lead, but he just can't get the jump. Oh, and I think he got traded out. Yeah, Lido going crazy. They're looking for overshield. He needs to get some shots on. They're not able to get it. Lucci here is getting pressured, and it looks like DePaul is going to take this momentum right now.
Yeah, big play from Brex right there, trying to get some damage out of the OS, but I mean, that's 3 dead for Penn State as DePaul Blue only needs 15 more seconds to win this round. Lido is trying to make a big play here, pushing through Rat Tunnel. He grabs the heat wave, so the heat wave is up, but that's 2 dead for Penn State and 1 dead. I don't think they know he's here. He gets the push.
Lido, these are the moments.
Oh no.
He dropped it though, but Frostbite's there with his 138 ball time, 39. Make it. That is it for the double beatdown. DePaul University taking that map.
Big play right there from DePaul, and I mean, with that, they win the series 3-1 right there. So I mean, huge from DePaul Blue right there to secure that all ball round. That was a super close one, though. I mean, they just Penn State had it. They had control of the ball, and they had it in back A. They just weren't able to quite control the map as much as they needed to, and DePaul was able to capitalize on that mistake.
And but a great showing though from Penn State from these past couple matches. They at least kept fighting tooth and nail all the way through, because at one point there I really thought it was going to be a wash within Penn State. Just started keeping the momentum, getting the kills they needed, and in that craziness of everybody trying to figure out who's where, Penn State was able to excel. And I'm going to be honest, the rest of Lido, amazing. 9K damage right now. I mean, look at that. 9K, 7K, 5K. The damage was hitting, but it just wasn't enough for the rotations and for them to pick them off. But shout out to Penn State for their effort. DePaul had an amazing showing for it. They were a little shaky at times when Penn State was fighting back. So shout out to the rest of Penn State in this match for showing up, because I felt like they were totally different people, his supporting cast. So hats off to both of them. We loved watching this series. I know that everybody was watching, was having a great time. I mean, wow, Halo's amazing.
Yeah, you know, and I think the great thing after this game is that both teams have some pretty good VOD to watch. And I mean, you know, they both have good things to look at, and they both have some pretty not good things that they can fix, you know, to become a better team and more cohesive, you know, as a team. So, I mean, we could see some pretty big showings out of Penn State and DePaul Blue later on in the season. But I mean, that was a pretty dang good one we saw tonight, Brandon.
Shout out to NECC again for hosting this league. I loved watching this. This was a great match to kind of go back into it, but I do know we have another game coming up right here. So thank you guys for joining us here at College Halo for the first match. Stay tuned to watch the next match. It's going to be just as much of a banger because there's so much competition here. I'm that Brandon.
And I'm the Dalen at DalenK10 on Twitter, the Dalen in Halo Ranked if you ever see me. I'll see you guys later. It's been a good one.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to College Halo. We've got another best of 5 of Halo action for you all tonight. My name is Sanders. I'm joined by Kevin Cool X. Kevin, how you feeling tonight about this match, brother?
Feeling good, feeling real good about finally getting a chance to get back on, doing some commentating for College Halo. Last time I did, it's been like a whole season since last time, so I'm very excited about jumping in back to doing this again.
Yes, sir. New season. We've got some familiar faces on your screen as we get to loading in. We're going to have the Full Sail Armada going up against New Mexico State University, 2 top 10 teams. Very strong here in the College Halo scene. We're starting off with Delta Vine out of the Full Sail Armada.
So first up, we got main thing obviously is get the rocket. That's objective number 1, and it looks like that just goes straight to Full Sail with a double kill by Dark Scorch. Awesome play right there. To swoop in, grab those rockets, take the 2 down. This is where you take that advantage. Take the A, take the C. It looks like they took over B and C hills. Now it's just time to set up and keep them in the back of A, and it's just slay out.
Yeah, you couldn't write a Rockets PSA any better there, Kevin. The Dark Scorch ends up coming up on top of the rocket, picks up a 2-piece. Full Sail Armada, they got that. Hold a little 210. He's got to try to hold it. Retro Devil is not quite able to. Caveman from way downtown. That red gun, so strong. And Full Sail Armada, the defense, scoring, still going their way.
And right with New Mexico State also taking them 3 down as soon as that happened as well. So really kind of just breaking even for the most part. And that's why we still see Full Sail Armada with a 2-hill lead at the moment. We see some people pushing in through tires, kind of stacking up a little too much. Good thing one spot roasting back that butt get taken out. Can we see a double kill here from Dark Scorch? Yes, we can again. Dark Scorch, leave it all on the field.
Let Dark Scorch cook, and he is serving up a meal right now. He's got 4 kills. Meanwhile, Armada and Top Heaven and the rest of New Mexico State trying to break this setup. Still looking for their first points of the game. It's 4-on-4 strong. We're going to see how New Mexico State try to attack here. Oh, Armada picked up in caution. Q10 knows he's there.
Pretty straightforward right there. Oh, looks like we have a little bit of more breakdowns of New Mexico State breaking down again right here. And Full Sail just keeping on the domination, but losing B in the process though. Did they get a little sidetracked? I don't know. But great to see at least a little action happening out for New Mexico State. See if they can try to get a little momentum going. But as soon as I say that, they lose the A stronghold. So right now they're just holding down the B, which is kind of an awkward situation. Though we do see a rocket pickup as well here from Full Sail Armada again. As soon as the new rocket's up, they're on it. And surprisingly, he did not get that kill.
Oh, he secures the 1 shot. Oh, and then picks up a 2-piece.
And again, slay him out, grab a hill. That's the way. It's textbook Halo right here. 3 dead by New Mexico State. Leading to another cap here by Full Sail.
Yeah, nice heads up play from Full Sail. They had AC, which can be a very brittle setup. They wisely opt to hold PC as basically their entire team spawning there in back tram. And yet again, it's Q10 holding down B this time. He gets better of Retro Devil. Spots 1 on B pillars, gets taken down, and 3 go down for the Armada.
Clutch help right there by Terminata. Coming in to help that support on B, keeping his teammate alive at pillars. They make sure they get that B hill to take that advantage, scoring advantage into the match here.
Yeah, for Armada, they started out with the BC hold. The big issue with the BC hold on this map is that if you lose it, you're stuck in tram. We've seen teams get choked out of winning games because you can't get out of tram, although so far, 2 down on both sides. And the Full Sail Armada not falling victim to that trap. They're able to break out, take the BC hold back.
I will say that probably looks like the Full Sail Armada is given a good proper amount of respect here at the beginning of the match, because you don't really see them pushing too far into A to go for a triple cap or flip the spawns or anything. It seems like they're very content with holding it. Once they get 2 flags, like, okay, that's all we really need. We don't need to have all 3 hills to get greedy with it. It also helps kind of make the spawns a little more predictable, even though I would say probably having an A-B combo might be a little more beneficial than the BC, just because you're not coming from downhill, you're not going uphill from C to get to B. And we do see that now, 4 dead for Full Sail Armada. New Mexico State gonna jump back in and take this advantage once again. And we got a rocket pull finally for New Mexico State as well. So a big momentum shift here. We see if this is their time to capitalize on the mistakes of Full Sail, to see if they can really try to push forward and try to bring this game back into an even state. And as soon as I say that, you waste one rocket and loses another one, which is a trade. So not the most effective rocket use, but at least he got something out of it. Better than nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Full Star Armada, I mean, it seems as if they heard us talking about holding that A split up, starting to throw a couple more players towards holding A. Although just as I say that, Delta Vine here clearing out B the old-fashioned way. He's going to leave it to a teammate. Speaking of teammates, we have Caveman here clearing out, trying to clear out A. New Mexico State in hot pursuit. They don't want to give up the spawn. So I think it's just Terminata here. So there might be a situation.
Something got into New Mexico, man. They started, they had a real rough time starting out with the very low slays, and then all of a sudden, this game's like right back in it now. I mean, it's a very slim lead that Armada has at the moment. If anything, now it's triple capped in favor of New Mexico State. Now they're gonna be bringing us back real quick. If not only that, taking the lead right now, because that's a heck of a shift right there.
Yes, sir. And New Mexico State taking back this lead, certainly powered by this AD hold. We're gonna see how Ulster Armada are able to respond. Don't jump. Just got that shotgun saying don't peek towards Delta Vine over there inside. Delta Vine backs down. Delta jump or don't jump. Trying to keep up the momentum. Dark Scorch taking him down.
I will say Dark Scorch did start off pretty hot, but now he's kind of, might be a little too cocky, a little too aggressive on there. He's rocking the 8 and 10 kill death ratio at the moment. And we did see him get those 2 double kills. So other than that, it's been a little rough since the beginning of the match. So that could be part of the reason why Armada has been kind of struggling a little bit. But we see now it's pretty much like going back and forth. Now we see a lot of people over on New Mexico side of the teams right there stepping up and picking up where they we're slacking a little bit in the beginning here.
Nice little direct hit with the rockets from Dark Scorch. Although Ulster Armada, they come out with the rockets, Kevin. New Mexico State defense holding strong. They still got points scored in their favor. Dark Scorch gets jumped on. Watch your head. Metro Devils, a double beatdown. Dark Scorch not looking up there.
Scorch legit just got Goomba stopped by New Mexico State right there.
Gotta watch your head on that tire generator. Can be so dangerous.
Now,
finding out their why.
Now, Sandwich, I'm sure you probably know. I'm sure you're familiar to playing ranked Halo. I'm assuming, right?
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
Now, what do you normally do when you find yourself kind of like getting the momentum shifting the other way to the enemy team? Is there anything you kind of think of when trying to mix it up to try to see if you can try to turn the tides in your favor?
Now, if I've got a 4 stack, I'm telling everybody we've got to just throw all 4 people at C. If I'm in ranked, I'm just hoping my teammates get the message. They realize that we can't break out of this C hold. You see Full Sail Armada realizing that to great effect. They get A, they get B, and they flip C out from under them.
Great counter triple cap right there. But as soon as that happens, we do see some contesting happen with A and C, but it looks like C got reset. But they do end up capturing A as well. Full Sail Armada just like really likes this, seems to really like this CB combo they got going for him. It kind of worked in the beginning. They have a little rough roads right here in the middle, but now they just took the lead back. This match, what I thought at first was going to be a bit of a blowout, but now we're seeing this is some straight up just back and forth Halo. This has been crazy to watch.
Armada taking the lead back. 10-point lead. Delta Vine trying to clear out some space. 3 go down for New Mexico State. Full Sail Armada padding this lead. So yet again, they've got this hold. The Retro Devils able to get the white onto V. Isn't quite able to do so. Runs into 3. Full Sail Armada able to clear out the points. Some chaos here onto B, Kevin.
I will say, take note of the kill death ratios in the team right now. Like, I know we're obviously playing objective. Another excellent double kill with the Rockets by Dark Scorch right there. Can we triple up? Can we get the over? Not quite. But I will say, I was going to point out that I did see that it does look like Full Sail is completely outslaying New Mexico State at the moment. And it seemed like New Mexico probably got a little too aggressive on those hills. They weren't really thinking about slaying out thing grabbing hills. I think with their back against the wall, they're so focused on trying to grab those hills. They might have been a little too anxious and jumping on the hills, maybe trying to 1v1 every person going in there. But it looks like as soon as I say that, we got a really great team setup here by New Mexico State. Putting some good pressure on the B, but one goes down, another one goes down right here. T gets the kills. But we have 2 players on B. That he gets taken out as well. Excellent player by New Mexico State to grab that B flat hill to get this game back in their favor.
Yeah, Q10 almost a one-man army with that red gun. He takes out 2, but New Mexico State sent all 4 onto B. It's going to be difficult for Q10 to take down all 4 of them, scoring. Going back in favor of New Mexico State, although yet again, Full Sail Armada gets a little loop-de-loop around that cafe area of the map, and they've got a triple cap here, Kevin.
Oh, that's dangerous, especially with this little time left for New Mexico State to come back. They're going to have to, well, play some perfect Halo, but it might not have enough time as we were coming down to the last few seconds of the match.
Yeah.
We had Delta just slaying it out right there with the shotgun. But hey, it was a close match there for a good amount of it. So Full Sail Armada walks away with the W on this one.
Yeah, playing all over the map. They started with that BC setup, then towards the end of the game started, again, that flank going through Cafe, flipping Full Sail, or flipping New Mexico State right of A. Nice little heads up play there, keeping New Mexico State on their toes. No, don't let New Mexico State get into a groove and they come out on top because of it.
Yeah, again, you can just see the statistics on this that Full Sail Armada were just out slaying like crazy. It was overpowered, if I would dare say, the amount of slaying that they were doing. But I will say that middle of the match, excellent job in New Mexico State to capitalize on their advantages that they had when it comes to numbers and damage and stuff like that to at least make this into a match. So I was a little nervous. I'm like, oh, it's looking a little tough for them. But yeah, they brought it back. And I think they kind of got a little sidetracked or something right there where I think that if we ran it back, I don't know, I think we might see a little bit of a close match again. But we only have second match coming around for us to see what New Mexico State and Full Sail have in store for us.
Yes, sir. It's a long series, a lot of loot on this map. I think that was another big separating factor we saw. I felt like every time we were swapping through a Full Sail Armada player's POV, they've got the rockets, they've got the shotgun. We saw Q10 with that red gun there holding on to be towards the end of the game. At least right now, so far on streets, that power weapon prioritization giving them the edge.
That certainly was the case. I think we saw New Mexico State get the rockets like one time that last match, and now the other ones were going for the Full Sail. And they went Full Sail with the rockets, absolutely.
The full send from Full Sail.
The full send from Full Sail. That's the right way to say it, yeah.
Yes, sir. We're moving on to live fire. That's another map, Kevin, where New Mexico State cannot be slacking. You can't let Full Sail Armada get onto that sniper, get onto the overshield, the heat wave. Got to look to lock those power-ups, power weapons down here in game 2.
True, very true. Now, I will say that sometimes the sniper can come in very clutch in very particular situations, but I won't say as gameplay affecting as you would say like rockets, right? Like we see like on streets, like you gotta get the rockets. Where a sniper, I'm like, you gotta be a pretty good shot to put some damage on with players of this caliber. Where like they know what they're doing, they know how to strafe, they know how to dodge, dip, dive, and duck. So we'll see how much the sniper comes into play, but definitely need to grab that overshield, which I believe spawns 30 seconds into the match, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe so. Timer could be a little off in our heads here, but I'm sure off the start, all 8 players going to be looking towards that sniper. Maybe one of these teams has got a sharpshooter in the wings that we don't quite know about to be able to perhaps put on a show for us here as we load into game 2.
Do we have proper settings, it seems like, on this? All right, we're going with it.
We are playing on the map.
Yeah.
Just a little bit incorrect. The players don't seem to mind. We're going to let it fly. Terminata trying to clear out Caveman, or Q10 rather. Down there on Super Tower and early on this first hill, Kevin, going Mexico State's way.
Yeah, excellent job to see they make it into a match right here. You do see that we have Full Sail going full send on the overshield, clearing out. Was it Don't Jump, if I remember correct? Yeah, to pronounce it. Yeah, sometimes the X's or A's, it kind of, it can be a little confusing sometimes, gamer tags nowadays. We do see, though, even though no one's on the hill, we do see that Full Sail is doing a pretty good job of playing defense right now. Just make sure no one's on it at the moment. That right, as soon as I say that, 3 dead go down for New Mexico State. So we definitely will see someone jumping on this hill as we do right now with Dark Scorch playing the objective. I'm surprised, but hey, I guess he'll do something good every once in a while.
Multi-talented, not just the main slayer is Dark Scorch, Kevin. He's all over the field so far. Full Sail looking to tie up this game. They've got a hold of the Retro Devil trying to pull up with the flank. Oh, he forgot to watch his back. Delta Vine waiting in the wings.
Excellent job right here by Full Sail, having someone just kind of roaming around the outside of the hill, just making sure picking up people who might be getting in the way. We have a repulsor off the map. Yes, we do. Okay, as soon as I said, okay, I get Scorch back as props. That was an excellent play with the repulsor right there.
Yeah, heads up play from Dark Scorch. He misses the green gun shot, Kevin, but he's like, wait a minute, I got a repulsor in my back pocket. Sends him all the way
he's like,
down
this is way more fun. Let's do it this way.
Yeah. Without a doubt. So Full Sail Armada, maybe off the back of that Dark Scorch play, still got scoring going in their favor.
think that might be just a big momentum push their way. You know, morale's up. You know, seeing a big play like that. But as soon as I say that, don't jump, walks in with the double kill. 3 dead down for Full Sail Armada. We see New Mexico State trying to get some hill time, but Delta Vine says, I don't think so. I don't really like seeing that happen.
Big flank is able to clear out some space, but Full Sail Armada, they've got 2 spawners spawning out by back mud. They gotta spawn maybe a little closer than...
Oh, he's Delta going for the sneaky play. Yes, he does with the repulsor. Excellent job right there.
The repulsor, New Mexico State has to watch out. It seems every time they're towards back B, someone on Full Sail Armada's got that repulsor in hand. It may very well get them their first point in this King of the Hill on live fire, and there it is.
There we go. Alyssal's taking out that Delta Vine is currently 10-3 right now. Just taking control of this lobby. Like, he was the guy who was, like I said, he was kind of running free. He was doing like the QB spy, if you will. Hanging around outside the hill, picking up anybody coming the way. And there's just excellent setup, excellent teamwork there by Full Sail. That's just tough to beat, whether we got a team that's that coordinated.
Sir, you got a main slayer like that. You got to be careful here, New Mexico State. Darkscore's got to be careful. New Mexico's flying in. He gets taken down. Don't jump. Getting him down there. Now, New Mexico State have got the hold, waiting on these Full Sail Armada to go for strong. There they are, though. They've got to get through this sniper rifle. Although maybe Retro Devil looking to take it the old-fashioned way with the BR. He gets it. Oh, gotta watch his back, though.
We have Q10 making, you know, causing a little, shaking things up a little bit, you know, breaking the setup a bit with that heat wave, sitting up top tower, putting some shots on top mid, make sure they wouldn't come from sandbags. He's gonna be like, no, you're not coming that direction, with a Hail Mary, John Elway style, going long with the nice nade.
Yes, sir. From across the field, the Hail Mary is good, and now New Mexico State spawning by overshield. Full Sail Armada may have to give it up, given how their players are positioned. Although Q10 picks up another kill. Delta Vine, we mentioned that QB spy. He's waiting in the wings here again, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you gotta just let Delta cook. I mean, right now, he's trying to cook right a little bit right here. Right now, he just picked up the overshield, pushing towards the hill, trying to break up anything. You lose that repulsor a little too soon by Terminata, and so far, it sadly gets taken down. A little too aggro on this hill right here by Delta, but somehow makes his way out of the whole situation. Just, like I said, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. That's exactly what he did. Wait for his team to catch his back, and they do, to take over this hill once again. And with this little time left, it might be looking like a 2-0 so far for this King of the Hill match.
Terminata waiting there, and Nest is going to make it in time. He's not. A huge play there from Delta Vine with that overshield. Had all of New Mexico State looking at him, Kevin. His teammates with the cavalry was able to come through, secure that second hill for them. They're up 2-0.
As soon as we say that, an early setup right here from Don't Jump. Pretty much the only guy on the hill right now. He's trying his best to keep Full Sail from going full send on this hill.
He's trying to buy time. I don't think Full Sail Armada knows that it's just him, or maybe they're running into these New Mexico State defenders. They're playing out in sandbags, making a mess of this Full Sail Armada attack. Don't jump. He was the last man on the hill, telling Delta Vine to sit down there. One-man army so far, though. Full Sail have made it into the hill.
And now as soon as we're giving props over here to Don't Jump for playing the objective and, you know, staying strong, he just got a little overran. But excellent job on his part, though, to know that he was getting overran, to back up a little bit, slay out, because he knew that he just didn't have the numbers. Because as we all know, Halo is very much a team-oriented game. It's pretty tough to win one-man army an entire 4-man roster. So this isn't Call of Duty where it's, you know, kill times are a split second. You know, you gotta, you know, you take a little bit of damage, someone's gotta come in and clean you up.
They keeping their head on a swivel. They took Full Sail Armada 4 down. They're looking primed to take this third hill, and they do. Off of some heads-up play from Don't Jump and the rest of the squad.
Hey, Don't Jump was the MVP that hill. Absolutely.
Yeah, without a doubt, although all the power weapons about to come up. See how both teams.
I mean, Don't Jump has been in the mix of this entire match for the last like 3 minutes. I'm sure he's just like needs a breather, and then looks like Delta Vine decided to give him that breather.
Yeah, the Delta Vine, he's looking for no mercy. Where are these New Mexico State players, says Delta Vine. Maybe have a teammate swap with him, let Delta Vine cook with that overshield. For the rest of the
he's cooking good, man. He's getting a nice little sear on this steak. He's just letting it cook for a nice long time on here.
Yeah, they're letting Delta Vine sit on the hill with that overshield. Although he drops, he ends up getting taken down. Retro Devil trying to make a diving play into the hill. 2 down on both sides. Neither team having control just yet.
And now we're just kind of in the neutral time right now. We're just trying to feel each other out, see who gets taken down. Right now it's 3 on 3 at the moment. both teams are just trying to like pick at each other, try to take 2 down, see if they can make a move or something like that. And right now, it's just not quite happening. We did see 2 down go very briefly right there for New Mexico State. But as soon as I said that,
3 down.
well, now we have 3 down.
Yeah, full star Armada, they sent everyone to that A side of the field, although New Mexico State, they only had 2 on the hill. They were able to clear out those on the hill and the stragglers, and now the time ticking in Full Sail's favor, looking primed for that 3rd hill, and now we've got the top mid hill, Kevin. This hill always a mess.
Back smacks. Yeah, keep an ear out for those footsteps, man. You can hear them. I can hear them on play. I mean, it might be a little noisy with the comms, you know, but you know they're there.
And maybe might have to turn up the volume.
I know, turn those Astros. Maybe I mean, he has to go his own personal Astro listen in.
Yeah.
Triple kill here. I don't. Sorry, it was Delta Divine again. Sorry.
Delta
Popping off here.
And letting Caveman cook. Caveman looking for these New Mexico State players. Delta Divine took all of them out. Pushing in from sandbags. Caveman, wise play to try to stay alive here, and we're back in that neutral state.
It was actually kind of crazy seeing New Mexico. They went pretty hard on that hill. They know this. If they don't stop this hill cap, they need this one if they want to keep this match going. But as soon as I say that, was 2 dead right there for New Mexico State. Numbers advantage clearly for Full Sail Armada, and getting a good amount of hill time on this. We see Terminator trying to come around with the flank. He notices someone up in tower. Another back smack. Can we see another one? Well, he's a double tap, but excellent job cleaning up that kill. Excellent call out.
He's trying to keep this seaside. He's trying to stay alive there, buy time for his teammates to spawn at sea. Mexico State does not want to give up that side of the map. It can be so important to have that high ground. We've seen multiple players try to assassinate that player at the top of the tower because of how important it is.
Excellent job there by New Mexico, taking down another set of 2 players, slaying out the next wave of spawners, keeping that hill control, still racking up time, getting pretty close to making it a 3-2 match. But hey, anytime.
I play spoiler. He's got that heat wave.
Of course, I'm sorry. This is caster jinxing right here at the moment, because as soon as I say that, Full Sail Armada goes full send on the hill and takes it over to get some hill time. Of course, as soon as I say that, he's had the hills now open for anybody this close. I mean, this is literally anybody's hill at the moment.
Yeah, New Mexico State on the hill, but they've got to be wary. Q10 took the head off of one of New Mexico State's Spartans earlier, just seconds earlier. They've got to be careful as they try to make a push. Metro Devil don't jump, running into the entire Full Sail Armada, and New Mexico State, they can't get too greedy with this push. It could be their last.
And we've got the last few seconds. They need to jump on that hill, do whatever you can, throw your body on it. You gotta stop it from happening, but it's not quite enough. As Full Sail Armada walks away with a 4-1 win in King of the Hill live fire.
Yeah, 2 players on the Armada dropping 20 bombs. Certainly what you want to see out of Full Sail. And we talked about how important that seaside setup is for that top mid hill. We basically another PSA. We had the PSA on securing rockets in game 1 and game 2. Secure that seaside of the map. They let Q10 cook with that sniper. Took it all the way to the W in game 2.
Yeah. Sounds like we will go into a little bit of an intermission, but before I go, I just want to say thanks everyone in the chat for coming by. We'll be coming back here quite shortly for some more awesome Halo to finish out this match. Can Full Sail clutch it out with a 3-0, go for a full shutout, or New Mexico like, no, we got some more Halo left in for us right here. Also, a big shout out to, I believe it's NECC for sponsoring the event as well. Make sure you guys go check them out. Any thoughts on the last match here that we're here, Sandwich?
The Full Sail Armada looking dangerous. New Mexico State's got to be careful as we head into game 3. We're going to have everyone. We're going to have that action for you, and we're right back from this break.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back for some more college Halo action. So I got some weird news for you. That last map we watched, it wasn't actually the right map and settings we were supposed to play. So we're actually doing some good news for you guys as we're giving you some more Halo. So this is actually game 2. The first game did count, but this last one that we just played, that one's going to have to be scrapped, sadly. But that just means you guys get to watch more Halo. So, I mean, ultimately, we all win in this case.
Yeah, the monkey paw curls for Full Sail Armada. They get, for all of us here, we get more Halo, but for Full Sail Armada, that second win will not count so far. And heading to the actual map 2, Slayer on Empyrean, a eventful map, a historic map for many, although so far it's pretty close. Look, Q10's got that overshield.
My personal favorite Halo map of all time, I would say, because it just, I love CTF on it, plays out super well, plays out great in Slayer. Really just like any game mode you play on Empyrean, aka the Pit, it's gonna be a good time.
Ooh, jump
Delta's
shot.
dude, right off the rip, Delta's cooking again. You caught him back you caught him in the kitchen. He's flipping up some pancakes.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Let
we've
that
seen
man
him.
cook. Although New Mexico State, they're not into this food. They don't want no part of it. They're trying to take down the chef. Wise play from Delta Vine.
Trying to
Ball
take
back
down
to
the
sniper in hand. Oh, he hits the nose.
Excellent. No!
What a
Oh my
play.
gosh, Delta. Come on, man. Gotta give him at least a little bit of a chance here.
You're not firing this chef, says Delta Vine, keeping his job, keeping the sniper rifle. More importantly, also Armada up big. Another.
Oh my goodness. He's on fire. Like the match just started. He started on fire. Like that's just how it went. He didn't need to heat up.
Count, Kevin, and he's turning it up to another level. He's
Yeah.
getting this one.
The emotions are kicking in here. You know, it's like you gotta deny me that win that I earned after all that cooking. Fine, we're turning up the heat.
So he said, "Here's the second course." Terminata, he wants no part of that, and the rest of the Pulsar Armada battle rifles. Don't jump, ends up getting caught in Q10s. Q10 knows Retro Devil's there. He's trying to keep up the pressure. Nice little jump shot this time with the BR. Effect all the same, and Full Sail Armada up pretty big early on in this game.
13-5, 14-5 right now. That's a pretty solid lead by Full Sail, especially since we saw the last two matches, honestly, that we've seen them slay out pretty heavily on New Mexico. So, and then this match, all you gotta do is just slay. So you would think it would kind of go into the favor of Full Sail Armada, but now some things with Slayer can be a little different though, because you can play kind of at your own pace. When there's like 1 or 2 down, you just gotta push the rest of the players. You don't need to worry about anything else. So when it comes to Slayers, we kind of just see like how good their gun seal is, how good their communication is, which is going to be crucial. Excellent job right there at stopping that rocket pole, but sadly gets taken out as well. And then we see Caveman walk away with the rockets.
Caveman's got the rockets, the big objective you play around. You mentioned, Kevin, not an oddball, not in any hills. But here on the pit, you've got to worry about those rockets. You've got to worry about that overshield. And Terminata, you got to watch out for those rockets, bro. Unfortunate timing. Catches one from the spanker. Caveman's got another in the chamber. Gets another with the BR the old-fashioned way. Oh, he's lining up a shot here. What does he see?
He just kind of listen in, try and get some communication here from this team. Getting a little bit of heat at the moment. He sees some nades coming in. Excellent job with the repulsor.
Saw every grenade on the map being thrown at him. Oh my. Tricky Vic on the flank. No, we got the rocket.
Excellent play by Tricky right there. Now you just gotta go pick up those rockets, man. There's still one shot. There you go. You got it, man. What's he gonna do with it though? Get that kill on Q10. That's what he's gonna do.
Took down Q10 to take the rockets from him. Q10 off the respawn, maybe trying to rescue those rockets back for his team. He forgot. Tricky Vic had him. He ends up getting burned for it. Ooh, don't snipe. Or don't jump, rather. Earning Dark Scorch there. Yeah, we want him to snipe. We want him to snipe.
Don't walk in front of don't jump snipe. That's basically what he's trying to say right there.
Thank you. China, New Mexico State. They did end up getting some decent possession off of those power weapons, although they're still down a decent amount in this game. Tricky Vic got into the Full Sail Armada sniper, but going to work with it immediately. This could be the play that New Mexico State need.
Oh, he doesn't have any shots left in those rockets. Oh, sadly enough, it leaves space for Dark Scorch to get that kill. Grab the snipes. Admire the body flopping in the the air vent right there. Yeah, I love those Halo physics. And just push forward. Let's see what's going to happen next. The whole team is kind of trying, the whole team of New Mexico is trying to push past that 50-yard line. We see Tricky trying to push past that 50-yard line into green box, but gets taken out by Delta, who again is always cooking at 9-3 at the moment.
Yes, sir. I believe it's 9-2 with 3 assists, but regardless, I mean, you don't gotta add or subtract to death. Or Delta Vine definitely cooking. The rest of Full Sail Armada are his sous chefs in this kitchen. They're up big, 30-18 right now.
Hey, but yeah, you always need a good sous chef. I mean, like, yeah, the chef might, give the orders, but, the sous chefs kind of help execute the whole thing. And that's exactly what's happening right here. Seeing some excellent kills with those rockets, being right on top of it. So we see the rockets just go right into Dark Scorch's hand, back in the Full Sail. Get a kill on training, but he has overshield. Luckily, sadly enough for Dark Scorch, it wasn't quite down on the shields to get and eventually gets taken out.
Yeah, everyone in the kitchen, you got to have each other's back. We're seeing why there, ladies and gentlemen. Dark Scorch gets taken down, but his teammates there with the trade. It's 210. Oh, he's running into New Mexico State. Spartans has got to make a hasty retreat.
Oh.
He gets taken down, but I believe Caveman was there with a big trade. This is exactly what we're talking about now. Full Sail Armada, they've got the numbers there.
Oh my gosh.
Stop pursuit, but don't jump. Says you're not gonna kill me. Jumps off the map.
Hey, yeah, you don't jump off the map. Come on, man.
I guess that's what the don't jump stands for here. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness, Delta Vine just getting real sneaky, trying to take away New Mexico's snipe, and New Mexico's like, come on, okay, we know you're getting a little too spicy here. That's a little too much cayenne on that dish. You gotta take it back over to the respawn screen here.
So New Mexico State trying to send that dish back to the kitchen. Delta Vine sending another Spartan back to that respawn screen, and I believe we might know what they're cooking here, Kevin. Full Sail Armada might have a steak prepared here if they can play these last 10 kills perfectly.
That's a pretty slim margin. You got 10 kills needed for Full Sail, 3 kills to break that state, or I guess technically 4 kills, right? Well, now 3 kills for New Mexico, but you never know. Or is Full Sail going for the stat pad, or are they going for the W on this one?
And we'll tell Dark Scorch just looking to make it out with his life against Tricky Vic. Both players live opts to fight another day. Dark Scorch got the repulsor, sends Tricky Vic into the wall. No pancakes being served there just yet.
Excellent job there by Scorch to dodge that grenade that was coming in right there. Just the repulses of just high enough to avoid that blast radius, especially after that nerf that we just saw with the frag grenades being a little less effective for situations like that. Dark Scorch is likely to stay alive.
So a big heads up there, keep him and his teammates alive there towards the rockets. Don't jump. Team to stay alive with that sniper rifle. Tricky Vic gets a stick, picks up an assist as well. New Mexico State sending that stake back. So they've got to play a bit more of that high quality Halo if they want to serve up a W here.
It was a little undercooked. It looked a little undercooked. Just medium rare is what you need to do, and it looking like they're trying to do. Oh, we almost saw a ninja right there by Dark Scorch on that guy with the OS. Trying to go for I believe it's called the spine breaker, if I remember correctly, or something like that. That was that metal called again?
Spine, I think, something like that. Would have been
either way,
crazy, but doesn't quite get it. And now some chaos here towards bottom terminal. Delta's made it out with that spanker though. See if he's able to cook. We saw how he was cooking with that sniper rifle. Surely should be served hot with those rockets. Isn't able to get the kill. Picked it up the old-fashioned way.
I want to say, even though we give a lot of credit to Delta Vine, we do see a lot of Full Sail. Pretty even on the kills right here. 13, 12, and 2 players with 11 kills. So everyone's contributing. There's not just one person taking the lead. You see the whole team doing what they can. It's a team effort. It's a team game. It's exactly what they're doing right here. But you can't quite walk away with that extra kill. Just need 2 more in the sale of Full Sail Armada to take this match number 2, official match number 2 here for us.
So this one certainly gonna count. Full Sail Armada, the pedal to the metal. You mentioned that team game, 16 assists from Q10, exemplifying that team game to a T. And now don't jump. New Mexico State, they've got to play virtually perfect Halo. The next death will be the last of them.
Does seem like they're kind of bringing it a little closer. Even though it did feel like Full Sail was kind of taking in full command of this lobby, it was end up being 50-41. Not too shabby of a score here. Kept it pretty competitive, I'd say. Kept it within arm's reach of a potential win over here by New Mexico. But Full Sail slaying power just a little too much in that case.
Yeah, heads up play by New Mexico State. When you and I were talking about a stake, New Mexico State said no thank you. They're able to bring it to a respectable game. Certainly going to do wonders for the momentum going into game 3. If you're New Mexico State, you got to watch out for these snipers, these headhunters on Full Sail Armada.
Yeah, we just see them that they're lethal players out here doing just like the craziest plays right now at the moment. Just to sneakily around corners, picking players off. Excellent job of doing teamwork as well, kind of picking each other up where the other one's left off. Like you see, pretty even assists right there for Full Sail Armada. Pretty even kills on that side as well. We see Q10 jumping in there, shaking things up, breaking setups, and then you see Delta and Scorch and K-Man kind of come in, swoop in and pick those kills up, and then ultimately end up being in favor of Full Sail Armada.
Yes, sir. And going into game 3, we're going to have Argyle CTF, more double sniper action. Going to see how both of these teams play that third map. New Mexico State going to need to come in with a different type of energy. They're going to be out of here with a sweep going Full Sail's way.
Yeah, though CTF things definitely do kind of mix up a little bit here. So you got that objective. It's a little harder to score. You know, a lot of these, actually, most of the times I'm playing Halo Infinite online, rarely do I see matches go to the score limit in CTF. A lot of times it goes to time limit. So it'd be kind of interesting to see if we can see how well CTF plays out for Argyle and New Mexico State. So it's much more of a kind of a linear type of map, right? You're kind of just running right at each other. So you see less sneaky opportunities, but well, you know, there's still lines of sight, different angles you can check. We'll see if things can be mixed up a little bit here for New Mexico State, get a little momentum going their way.
Yes, sir. A wacky map, certainly not a fan favorite amongst the players here in the college Halo ranks. But if Full Sail Armada want a sweep, or if New Mexico State want to keep this series alive, they've got to go through Argyle CTF.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you gotta eat your vegetables, you know.
Yeah. Full Sail Armada tried to serve up a steak. Nope, we gotta deal with our vegetables here in game 3. Sorry, fellas.
Delta's serving out those vegetables well done for New Mexico. A little crisp.
Yes, sir. And going into game 3, I think the big question for New Mexico State, who's gonna be the chef in their kitchen? We saw how Full Sail Armada were able to go to work with that sniper rifle. New Mexico State, one of them is gonna need to have a big game with that S7, really equalize it, especially in this match. You mentioned how long it is. Those long sight lines can let a good sniper go to work.
And we also got the camo top mid. Can't forget that. Pulling out some sneaky plays. And we got the grapple shot. See if anybody try to pull off some wacky moves on here. There's some pretty cool grapple shot plays you can pull up on this map. Try to do like some cool like wind it around the corner kind of stuff. At least I try to do that in matchmaking. Sometimes it works, and a lot of times it doesn't. But it still feels cool doing it in the first place.
Is there any superheroes, any Spider-Man in the audience or in this lobby here? We're starting off with Armada.
Spider-Man's in the chat. Sound off. As soon as we say that, though, 2 dead down for New Mexico State. We see Dark Scorch being super aggro over here, pushing into the flag from their snipe side. Don't jump, though. It's trying to say, hey, don't touch my flag. I'm here. Hey, I'm expecting you to come this way. You got 2 players on New Mexico being one shot. One gets taken down. And looks like Dark Scorch couldn't quite crack the seal when it comes to the setup of New Mexico State. And then eventually, Full Sail going 3 down. Kind of hit a little bit of map reset, trying to reset the whole player here, going back to that neutral state as we were talking about earlier, and trying to see if there's any kind of holes within the defense.
Sir, the big question I think for New Mexico State, the Terminata earlier in the game, he drops their sniper. Are they going to corral that sniper back into play? See Caveman here, he has the sniper in his back pocket, opts to not use it. He's got that perfect shot with the BR, the Terminata. He dropped his team sniper earlier. Maybe you're going to get into Full Sail Armada's S7, not to be. He's looking to push up, keep the pressure high for his team.
I'll thread in the needle over here from K-Man. Excellent job coming in for the support here for his teammate as well. Got his back. Excellent teamwork, communication. Oh my goodness, K-Man.
Watch your back.
That's 4 dead right now for New Mexico. This is where you see Full Sail go full send on that flag.
Terminata, he's got to keep this wave from crashing down, although the flag is pulled. Taking the man cannon. Look, oh my god, takes the man cannon up into 3. Full Sail Armada BRs gets lasered. It's deleted off of the field. 2 down on both sides.
Another round of slays go out here for Full Sail, Full Sail Armada. Excellent grapple play for the flag. Look at that Scorch. Okay, I gotta give props where props are due. Excellent job lining that up. Carry this flag forward. No flag flumbles here, even though we got that delay on the white button. And we go in, getting that flag cap. Dark Scorch taking the team 1-0. 9:45 left in this game. Still plenty of Halo left. We'll see how it plays out.
A lot of Halo left to be played. Dark Scorch starting his team out. The nice little heads-up play. On Delta Vine, we mentioned those flanks not as easy to come by in this map, but he's got the active camo. Certainly going to make capitalizing off of those flanks and creating them a bit easier.
Excellent play there by Delta Vine to help out his teammate, knowing he was going to get into the action. Gets and helps out with that other kill right there, but he just takes it all for himself. No problem. He's just kind of staying about as far as he can right now. He can't really push much further because, you see, when you do that, you push a little too far in, you get a little too happy. You get a little, the other team goes, there's only one of you. We can do that just fine.
And New Mexico State recognizing that Delta Vine was a little too high up, although what they haven't recognized, Q10's in their back line. He's got the flag pulled, but it's going to be an interesting flag run as Full Sail Armada's defense down there crumbling. Now the flag is out on the Full Sail Armada side.
We're seeing a counter pull right here. Let's see which team decides to play defense or play a little more offense, which one they decide to lean to. Okay, man, excellent job with that kill right there. You see Tricky Vic fumble the flag a little bit right there. But he was holding snipes. I don't know about, I know sometimes you got, you got to do what you can when it comes to the objective, but having the sniper doing the flag juggling, I don't know, it could maybe a little bit better team communication there by Mexico to try to see if we can try to optimize our slaying potential, because, it's not just a one round slays you need to do with CTF. You got to slay him out again after you pull the flag.
Got some objective inefficiency here, Kevin. I thought it was going to be a tie game, but Full Sail Armada rise from the ashes there, and maybe because New Mexico State were missing that sniper, they get the flag return.
Yeah, but the flag also returned for New Mexico, and then we're just kind of right back where we all started. We thought something crazy was going to happen, but it ended just being a whole lot of nothing.
Definition of a flag stalemate. Oh my god. Terminata trying to pick up the active camo. Q10 says no, takes him out immediately. That active camo's down on the floor there, but you've got to get through Q10 to get it. Dark Scorch going to be able to make it out with it.
No me gusta Terminata from Q10 right there. Taking out both those players.
Bilingual from 10, yes sir.
Oh my goodness, Scorch with the sneaky scopes. Can we do it? Pull up one more time? Not quite, but
he got it
never
the
mind.
second time.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. He still got it. Scorch with the back-to-back back-to-back no scopes right there. Well camoed up. Almost hits that shot too. And gets the LBR. The wiggles. The jukes. The chives.
Dark Scorch putting on a clinic right there, keeping that sniper rifle in his team's hands for as long as he could, getting some no scopes, getting some with the BR.
Scorch fighting for his life out here.
Yes, sir. Bit of a highlight reel there. Well, Dark Scorch, he's trying to get back into the action here. He knows
he's feeling himself. He's getting cocky. I can tell. You can just look at his reticle placement.
Dark Scorch playing aggressive. It seems the play from him and Full Sail Armada has paid off. 3 down from New Mexico State for just a second. Dark Scorch trying to send one New Mexico State player to the death screen. Isn't quite able to do so. He's playing his life. Gonna help his teammate there with Delta
3
Vine.
dead.
Take down Terminata. 3 dead again for New Mexico State.
Scorch gets the back smack. He's popping off. Look at Scorch. Look at him go. Getting the respawners as well. Nading them or pre-nading and stuff. This guy knows what's up. If we don't see a flagpole here from Full Sail, I'll be a little upsetty. There we go. It's all about, we're not playing Team Slayer, we're playing ZTF. If Scorch fumbles the flag though. My boy, come on.
Scott Q10, he's been such a great sniper for the Armada, although New Mexico State storming, trying to put a stop to this flag run. Dark Scorch trying to make it out with his life, just barely does so. No, gets taken out by Terminata now.
Not before walking around with the killing spree though. He's putting in work. He's creating space for his team to get those flagpoles, but it looks like it did just get returned, sadly. I thought the magic was going to happen there, man.
Able to catch that lightning in a bottle. Full Sail Armada, but they're still keeping up with pressure. I mean, look at the stat line. You have 2 Full Sail players with 15 kills, 1 with 20. Meanwhile, New Mexico State just reached their first player in double figures.
This is exactly what I was talking about. I was saying, yeah, even though we've seen Full Sail have the slaying power in this game, and with New Mexico mainly with their on the back foot this match, but with it being CTF, they're only down one score. If Armada just kind of flubs up a setup just once, the game is tied. It's all about kills. You gotta get that objective as well.
Full Armada have captured the kills. They have captured one flag cap on the board as well. But you mentioned it, Kevin. They've got to continue to keep that pressure. They're going to need a couple more points. Oh my God, swarming! Don't jump there. Is the Armada rolling in Full Sail, taking them down. Now looking to take Mexico State down 4. Down for just a moment, although 2 are up. Tricky Vic running into the wrong BR. He runs into Dark Scorch. The flagpole.
That's the guy you don't want to run into right now. He's got the hot hand. He's got the hot shot. Another flagpole. This time he's just running. He's like, okay, I don't want to float. I don't want to juggle float this one. We're not doing it this time.
Oh, but he ends up getting actually on the receiving end of a flank, a trade on the flag. It's 2-on-1. I don't think Q10 is going to risk trying to go all in for this ops to play his life. Much rather take that camo. Doesn't have to worry about scoring here. He's just getting that camo, getting that loot for this final stand.
That's definitely the right play. Yeah, they were outmanned 3-4 up, or 1 up on the side of Armada, 4 up on the side of New Mexico State. It was a dead flag, and it seems like being the trend we're seeing here from Armada, where they're able to get these slays, but maybe they just get a little too chaotic when it comes to these flagpoles, or they can't really coordinate super well, keeping New Mexico still in this game.
Yeah, they're getting that second round of slays, or they're getting that first round of slays rather, Kevin, but you mentioned it. They're struggling to get that second round of slays you need to really hammer the flag home, and Tricky Vic got a imposter among us here, I suppose. He's in the back line. He picked up a couple, and now he may have a flag run for his team.
Putting in some movement there. Carrying the flag again. Picking up where his team left off. Don't jump. Runs the flag. Trying to figure out where he wants to go. Does he want to go top? Does he want to go below? This is typically the flag guard you see. And he,
oh, no.
oh! I thought that was falling down. I thought it was going to be a tough situation there for Don't Jump to come back, but they just tied it up. This is exactly what I was talking about. You can slay out all you want, but it comes down to the objective in CTF. And right now, it's tied 1-1. But as soon as I say that, Scorch is like, okay, I could do that too. If not, I could do it better. I'm going to do it myself.
Watch this. Oh, he's left the flag down. 4-on-3. Delta Vine tries to pick up where Dark Scorch left off. He gets taken down. Now Dark Scorch dealing with the entire New Mexico State defense. Isn't quite able to get it. Now Caveman running in to try to save the play. Don't jump. Staying strong and keeping his team tied in this game with that flag return.
Again, like we saw that, a good flagpole right there by Armada, but the follow-up when it comes to slaying out the players of that next round of spawn is just not quite coordinated enough to keep the momentum going their way, and then just right back where they started.
Yeah, also Armada flag getting pulled, not going to get too far, and yet again, Caveman with that S7 in hand. What does he have cooking for all of us here? This time it's cooking a hasty retreat. He wants that sniper rifle in hand. He gets taken down though.
Excellent double kill by Don't Jump.
Well, they might have a pull on it. We might have a pull on our hands here, Kevin. What's the camo flag?
Play with the flag. Oh, he's going to sneaky up the middle.
Hide and seek.
Because if you, I don't know, but he's juggling the flag. They kind of speed it up a little bit. Because if you have camo and objective, they don't know where you're going with it. And just like that, the sneaky plays work out with Don't Jump, getting the flag cap for making it 2-1 in favor of New Mexico State. We got ourselves a game.
Yeah, it's a game, and just as New Mexico State take the lead, Full Sail Armada, they know they have New Mexico State 3 down. They're trying to take the flag back for their own. Retro Devil on the hot pursuit, though. He takes down Q10, eyeing Delta Vine on the flag. Isn't quite able to get him just yet. Delta Vine's got to stay alive here. Oh, he gets taken down. It's going to be deadly.
Excellent play there by Retro. Did not overextend right there.
Last second play from Caveman. This is huge. I don't think Terminato's in position to stop this. Oh, no way. The flag off the map.
Oh, no.
No way.
Tragedy has struck the lobby.
Tragedy has struck.
Press F in the chat to pay your respects.
The beneficiary of some gravity there. The flag goes flying off of the map, and now Full Sail Armada, they're in hot pursuit. They need a pull in 20 seconds. Don't jump this time with that S7 saying no thank you, taking down Q10. Been sniping, it's been on fire all game with that S7.
We've seen some hot shots coming from this man. Don't jump. He seems to just know exactly where to be at the right time. And doing just that with the sniper rifle. Stopping that flag run. Full Sail getting a little too spicy.
New Mexico State, maybe they've gotten used to the spice, Kevin. They're able to survive, hold out, get us to a game 4 here on Argyle CTF.
That's what I like to see. That's exactly what I was telling you, man. We've seen the slaying potential right there from Full Sail. But it's very important to play the objective right, because getting those scores in CTF is not easy. And usually they go time limit. So 1 or 2 scores makes a huge difference in CTF and in Halo Infinite, especially on these maps. And you just look at the kill spread right here. Like Full Sail just dominating, honestly, in kills. We see Caveman right here with a 18 kill death ratio. Sheesh.
All over the kill feed. But New Mexico State, that objective efficiency, I mean, both teams struggling to cap the flag, but New Mexico State, they're happy to take 2 caps to the bank and all the way to game 4 here. Mentioned the 30 kills, almost 8k damage coming out of Caveman.
Caveman trying to show off as well. Like, yeah, I can be a bit of a chef myself.
Trying to get a promotion to head chef is Caveman, although unfortunately Full Sail Armada, they fall here in game 3. They've got 2 more games left to secure this series. Close out for the evening. They're going to be cooking next on Live Fire. It's going to be Live Fire Oddball for game 4.
Ooh, that's a good mode right there. I do love me some Oddball Live Fire. What are your thoughts on the map Live Fire? You think it's like on a scale of like 1 to 10 of all the Halo maps that have been, what are your thoughts on Live Fire?
I mean, Live Fire is nice. I mean, I'm a bigger fan of the double sniper maps, so it loses some points for that. But I think I like just how many spaces there are, especially with the repulsor and Halo Infinite, just how many opportunities. We saw it in that game 2 that didn't count, just how many chances you have to throw someone off of the map. It's always an entertaining watch. So we're going to see if Full Sail Armada have more of that kind of energy here going into Live Fire again in this series.
I mean, I do love Live Fire. It's a pretty awesome map. I think dare say it might be one of those maps so you might see remade in future Halo experiences whenever that happens, you know. But we'll see what happens this time around with Oddball on Live Fire. What's the best setup to look forward to on this one? What do you try to do when you have the ball? You have team advantage. Where are you going with it?
We mentioned how important the C side of the map is in that King of the Hill that ended up not counting. The same is true in Oddball. You want to maintain that C side control, the tower. You have the height advantage, obviously, but of course you also have a chance to play that ball off, that letting that ball player have an outlet valve when the pressure is coming through. If you can't get C, I mean, back B is nice because you have a chance to play off the ball, but of course you don't have that height advantage. So look for both teams to try and play in C if they can help it.
It's pretty much what my entire Oddball experience has been playing on this map as well. There's a pretty solid setup. You got the high ground, you got the play potential as well. Pretty much every advantage possible. Only downside is you're a little far away from all the goodies. No overshield over there. No sniper. There's no sniper on C. You gotta go out to the middle for that. That's a little dangerous.
Yes, sir. And off the rip, we're going to see how both teams fight for that sniper rifle. And of course, the OS coming in just a little bit after, starting off with Tricky Vic going out of the garage door. He spots Dark Scorch. Dark Scorch in a 1-on-2. I'm not sure he knows it yet. He's trying to play his life. He may have felt the pressure. Gets taken down all the same. Well, it's 3-on-3 up so far.
2 down for each team. Trying to make some space, but it looks like New Mexico might be able to get a chance to walk away with this ball, and they do right there. We do see the sniper go in the hands of Delta Vide, and we've seen what he's been doing this series. So keep an eye on it. You might be able to make some magic happen. Like that right there with an excellent no-scope. He's going to keep an eye on that overshield, see if anyone comes that direction, but it looks like it's just wide open. He's got the chance. He's got his eye on the prize, but then sneaking up behind, but gets taken out right there as well. But so that leaves it open for overshield to be grabbed by Dark Scorch.
Huge play there. You saw New Mexico State. They know that Caveman's been cooking with that sniper rifle. They try to swarm him, take it out of his hands, but he stays alive. And his team, they've got the overshield, they've got the sniper rifle, now they got that C-side setup.
I think they were listening to the stream. This is exactly what happened, right? See, and then as soon as they get overwhelmed, play the ball right off the map right there, get that reset, New Mexico right on top of it, though. They were ready. They knew it was coming. So let's see if they try to do a little bit of the same.
We're going to see the New Mexico State iteration of the Seaside setup. We're going to see how Full Sail Armada looks to attack Dark Scorch. He's got that green gun, misses the first two. He's eyeing a third. He hits it. Picks up the new combo, the old. Or on the third try, third time's the charm. He's looking for a second one. Oh, maybe he's looking for some ball time instead. Gonna push that lead.
You gotta step up when you can right there. He just found himself in the right position. I did not even realize you can actually repulse that high up. I know you can get to the C-plat, but I didn't know you could get up into the back stairs of the tower right there.
He's been in the lab, Kevin. He knows how high you can repulse. He knows how to grapple the flag. He's got everything down.
He's been watching some Shyway videos, clearly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's been cooking. So far, Caveman. Oh, he runs into a plasma grenade. He stays alive. Don't jump. Can't say the same about him.
Almost
OS
burns
go
it.
down.
And he picks it right up. Delta Vine, that's someone you do not want the overshield to go to. You've seen how deadly he's been this whole series.
He's lying.
But-
I think he's waiting for the New Mexico State to reveal themselves.
Yeah, but then we do see New Mexico do get the ball, and they're in a good position to play it. Throws him off the map. Get out of here. We don't need you in here. Well, someone saw it. Someone tried reading his homework. Oh, he almost grabs the ball, but just a little too late. Had to kill all the players over there, sadly.
Yeah, the ball unfortunately gets reset. The Delta Vine wave is still crashing down. He's still got that overshield. Picks up another player now. Dark Scorch is Delta Vine's only other teammate alive, trying to pick up this ball. It's going to be a tough grab though. New Mexico State surely in hot pursuit here.
I'm surprised he was able to grab that out. Seemed like as soon as he got it, there wasn't really much in the way of pressure. So his teammates were still up.
Caveman with the flank. He picked up a back smack. Picks up a two-piece. New Mexico
We get
State not
three?
watching their back. Picks up a
Yes!
three-piece.
And snipe. Clutch play there by Caveman. He's not the only one cooking up some goodness in this lobby.
Yes, sir. 4 down for New Mexico State, and yet again, Full Sail Armada coming out with the oddball to set up and that loop. Caveman again with that sniper.
Like I said previously, that on the sniper rifle on this map, it can be good in specific situations, but not too crucial of a power weapon that I feel like it's like absolutely needed to be picked up. Excellent play right there to throw the ball off, knowing that you're kind of a little outmanned in that situation. Get that reset.
For Q10, it's the final straggler here. Oh, New Mexico State, they know Q10 and Full Sail Armada may be spawning there. They may have miscalculated. Dark Scorch and Caveman diving into garage.
Oh, they read them like a book right there. I thought they were trying to mix up a little bit, go with the A side hold. You know, because the whole game's been happening over at the C plat right now. So it was a good idea to kind of mix it up a little bit, but it just didn't quite work out in their favor right there. But Tricky Vic does walk away with the overshield, grabs that, takes out one. Can we get a second kill there? Yes, we can. 2 down right now for Full Sail Armada. This is going to be some time where you get some ball. But it looks like Full Sail was able to put a little bit of a defense up there to hold it a little bit longer, though the ball carry gets taken out and gets reset. But then we have Retro right here. Retro Devil with the ball carry, pulling it towards his team. Hopefully they can see if we can make something happen here. So hopefully New Mexico can walk away with some more ball time, and they do. They get in the right time, right place, right spawn.
Delta Vine with Hopper sweep though. Oh, he gets the plasma grenade to go. This time it's New Mexico State out on back B. Are they gonna be able to play the ball? Tricky Vic already looking out towards the water. He's not gonna take any chances.
Excellent play right there, I would say. Just play the ball right there. You know you're kind of SOL, kind of on you by yourself right there. Not much you can do.
Oh, Caveman, he saw. I believe Tricky Vic come off the spawn, although gotta watch out. Don't jump also there. Is able to pick him up. Oh, the stick from downtown. It's a triple kill. Q10 this time on Full Sail Armada. Triple kills aplenty for the Armada here.
4 dead. That was 4 dead right there real quick for New Mexico. So more ball time coming here for Full Sail Armada. Excellent teamwork there as well with the melee headshot combo. And that's round 1 going in favor of Full Sail Armada.
Yes, sir. And yet again, we mentioned it throughout this series, Kevin. It's that slaying power. See the right side of your screen, 3 Full Sail Armada Spartans here in double figures. New Mexico State still looking for their first player on that side.
But Q10, you know, not like he's feeding or anything. 7 and 7. You know,
Triple sevens. Like that 7 and 9. He picks up 2 quick assists and it's 4 down for New Mexico State, Kevin.
No, not a good start for New Mexico. And a perfect shot right there by Dark Scorch. I guess the blind moose does find a hurt every once in a while.
Surely the OS goes in New Mexico State's favor. Dark Scorch this time. Those flanks for Full Sail Armada have paid dividends, but unable to stop the run this time. The wave for the New Mexico State is crashing down. Full Sail Armada wisely playing that ball. Though they're still don't jump, still looking for these stragglers. A magic trick from Full Sail. They made it out clean.
Another player down right there. We do see New Mexico going like, okay, we tried the A setup. Let's go back to C. We know it works. Let's do it again. They were right there, ready to pick up that ball as soon as it was played last time. But as soon as I say that, Full Sail grabs the ball from them and resets it. So you got to do the work all over again. 3 down for Full Sail Armada. This is the time for New Mexico to jump on that ball, put some work in.
Yeah, scrappy play. They're in the middle of trying to break the setup. One of the players on Full Sail just says, you know what, forget. Even if you win on this setup break attempt, you're not going to be able to score. Although New Mexico State, they took Full Sail Armada 3 down. They're back where they left off, but not if Dark Scorch has anything to say about it. Tricky Vic does stop to that. Trying to pick up this ball, isn't quite able to do so. Just barely alive here.
Tricky Vic got more moves than SSS Tricky right there with those strafes.
So putting on the moves. So the ball's still in the hands of New Mexico State. They just got to go out and grab it here. Full Sail Armada making it tough for them this time.
Ooh.
Retro Devil falls.
Surprised he was able to get those shots in with that drop ball right in front of the ball. I guess it was just a little too far forward. He had to walk out and get headshot. Well-timed shots right there for the Full Sail Armada to walk away to stop that flag, or sorry, to stop that ball carry.
Oh, and Tricky Vic spotting a what crazy scene going up there. 2 Spartans on the ground. He's not maybe too sure what happens. He's trying to pick up some ball time, isn't quite able to do so. More chaos here in top tower, Kevin.
There's just been nothing but top tower action this entire match. But like we're talking about earlier, though, like that's the play right there. You get height advantage, you get ball play advantage as well, and that's why it's such a close match right now. 31-30, slightly in favor of New Mexico State. So jump playing a little cautious here, throwing some nades on bottom mid. He knows where they're coming from. Just can't tell exactly from where though. Doing a little bit of flank, trying to get on Delta. But Dark Scorch goes, nah. You ain't going down this middle hill. Neither are you. Don't jump. I'm taking this ball. We're running it to A. C in the respawn screen.
Yes, sir. Delta, don't jump. He's trying to catch Delta Vine, but while that chaos was going down, Full Sail Armada wiped New Mexico State off the map, and now they've got this A side set up in their hands. Although 2 go down, New Mexico State might evict them from A here.
Oh, but and it looks like just to be the case, the rent was due and they didn't have the insurance backup. They are now fully kicked out of A. Now with New Mexico State running some ball time.
Yes, sir. The question is, are they going to look to play an A? Or are they going to try to move towards back to their sights? Set on that overshield so far. Terminata, Mexico State linking up to get out Caveman. Delta Vine, big play with the heat wave. He picks up one. Teammate picks up another. Now don't jump. The final player in the setup. Oh, just when I say that, Tricky Vic from the flank.
Delta has got the moves. He's dipping and diving around every possible bit of geometry right now just to stay alive long enough to where now help Dark Scorch grab that ball, which is just, again, crucial for this game mode right here. Super close at this time around. Oh my goodness, Terminata. Walking away with the double kill right there, but then gets taken out by a well-placed grenade. One player left, Q10, fighting for his life out here on A, doing the best he can, but just a little too much manpower here from New Mexico State to grab that ball. They jump in and then take the lead, 55-53, with just a little over 2 minutes left in the game clock.
Full Sail don't want to take this A-side setup lying down, though. Terminata giving 10 no choice here. Running on a rampage with that heat wave, finally gets taken down.
How does Scorch survive that? That nade was going right towards him. He just knows how to dodge those nades. We saw it in Imperium. We see it in here. He's got the hacks on clearly. You can see the diameter of the grenade radius clearly.
Dark Scorch, it's all in his mind. The lab, the tech, all the hours coming through here. He's 24 and 14, most ball time on his team as well. All over the field for the Armada here. They have a slight 3-point lead, although this time it's Delta Vine. Got to try to buy some space, buy some time. You see Dark Scorch there on the flank.
Delta Vine did a great job there, baiting that ball at scoreboard, getting that player to slide in for it. Then just gives him a little smacky in the face. Gets him right back into the respawn screen. And now, Ness is cleared out. Now he grabs the ball. Excellent plays right there.
Yeah, the ball chaos. This time it's on scoreboard, not the C tower chaos we've seen so far. But heads up, cool heads from the Full Sail Armada. They're keeping time scoring, although Delta Vine in the back line, the wave, the push is certainly coming through. He's feeling the pressure, he's giving the ball up. Oh, but he's
Two
not.
dead right now for New Mexico. Numbers in favor of Full Sail. But the ball still is looking a little vacant right now. People are trying to figure out where to go, what to do. What can they grab? Oh, we got a pistol coming across the overshield player, and he gets the melee scorch, a clutch play on the overshield player. Exactly what Full Sail needed in this situation, and walks away with another kill on the ball carrier. I mean, those are some MVP moves right there.
Scorch putting the team on his back. 27 kills, 9 assists. Looking to eye up Terminado, the long shot with the green gun, no good. Scorch pick up his 10th assist, maybe his 28th kill as well.
Woo!
And he gets it with a grenade from
Scorch is just straight up popping up at this point now. He can't be stopped. He sees the Matrix. He knows where everything is. You see how well he read that spawn going off at B2? And then no one on New Mexico was even thinking about looking at sandbags. They were so busy trying to get to that ball, because that just means they didn't have enough time left. And that means Full Sail Armada walks away a 2-0 victory to walk away with the series now 3-1.
Yes, sir. Dark Scorch had the vision, and he leads Full Sail Armada to a victory here during this week of college Halo action. Huge congratulations to him and the rest of the Armada here.
Absolutely. Yeah, they were just dominating on the sleighs. Excellent, but they still made it into a game from New Mexico State, though. They definitely tried their best. They were making it into an entertaining watch for sure. It wasn't completely one-sided as the stats might show. It was definitely pretty close, especially that last match, right up until the very end. It was neck and neck the whole time. They kept trading back in those ace holds right there when it comes to the oddball going back and forth between each team. I mean, one round of slays more could have gone either team's way.
Yes, sir. But the end of the series, it seems Full Sail Armada, the chefs in the kitchen, seems they served up the W for their team in this week of college Halo action. I've been Sandwich. Thank you so much for joining me. Is there anything you'd like to say to the people before we sign off? Cool, Kevin? Cool.
I just want to say thanks for your guys' support there in the chat, checking out, watching some college Halo, keeping the competitive community alive. You know, it's not all about the HCS. We got some other good stuff coming for you guys as well. And also big shout outs to everyone as well on the production side of things here for college Halo. I'm stumbling over my words a little bit there. And then we're going to go give a big thanks to NECC again for the sponsorship of the College Halo League right here, giving us the much needed support that we needed. And it looks like we might get a little bit of a raid here, so don't hop off quite yet. The stream might be ending, but the hype is going to continue, because we're going to go raid. Why not be casting? Because, well, why not?
Your GG's.